Yeah, day one. Bring the balance. Let's go. Started in the chats, yeah, the day one crew. Jess Machado streams where the friendship grew. 2 months balancing the real life grind. With 100 different storylines on the mind. We're navigating timelines, skipping through the noise. Kept in our peace while we're balancing the boys. Moon brings the love, keeps the energy bright. While ocean brings the spice, yeah, she brings the bite. The perfect little balance when the timelines cross. Cameron in the chat like an absolute boss. My screen is flashing, the drama's non-stop. So I'm hitting up your phone like, can you talk? Too much in the DMs, we need a verbal deep dive. Connecting all the dots just to keep the lore alive. We ain't mind miss the stream, but we never miss a beat. Taking all the puzzle pieces, making them complete. Yeah. Ocean's on the move, taking Ray from Dallas. Melanie and Evie be building up the palace. Turtleboy beats, yeah, she got the whole scoop. Bringing all the details right back to the loop. I move the snuggling in with the perps and the rest. When we put it all together, yeah, we do it the best. If I miss a late night, I ain't feeling the stress. Cause I know my girl Ocean's gonna clean up the mess. Hold on, gotta give a shout out to the link with purple. Ocean made the intro, expanded the circle. The enemy that's falling, crown shining so bright. Got the mod branch glowing in the middle of the night. Forever grateful for the connecting the vision. 2 minds, 1 track on a brand new mission. In the DMs, we need a verbal deep dive. Connecting all the dots just to keep the lore alive. We might miss a stream, but we never miss a beat. Taking the mic now for Ocean Moon's live.
When you're committed to the truth, you also don't need a million fucking people. You just need a backbone. You just need a spine. That's it. That's all you need is a fucking spine.
Hi, Jill.
I wanted to say meow, 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 meow. Good morning, Ben Rosa.
Can you talk?
Hello.
Hi, Moons. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for being here, Scott. I guess I'll say hi to everyone. I never know how to like open this up. I always, tell Ocean like we need like a script or some shit, like welcome back. Like I'm Moons, how Aidan does and Jess. Right. Yeah. So I always feel like awkward like opening up the show. But anyways, how is everybody? I know I haven't said any hellos. I apologize. I was having technical difficulties backstage. So it is totally my fault why we are late. So I apologize. Yeah. So Scott is here today with me, and I want to thank you because this is sort of very last minute. I messaged you a couple of days, maybe it was yesterday. And I was just like, hey, if you want to come on, because I even reached out to John as well, Publis Rising. And I said, I wanted you guys to come on and sort of like talk about your experience following Jess as a man. And we just said like maybe next week or something like that. And then today I messaged you and I had not heard from my co-host. And so you were like, so what's the deal like for tonight? And I'm like, I don't know. I haven't heard from Ocean. I don't know what to do, because I always like to run things by her. Right. So like I have an idea of what our agenda it usually is going to be like, I don't know, like around noon, lunchtime. And we usually touch base and then we create it. Right. I never heard from her. So like I kept telling you, I was like, hold please. And so probably like 45 minutes ago, I'm like, so you want to come on with me? Because I haven't heard anything from my co-host.
Yeah.
And of course.
You dragged me off the couch, Moons.
Yeah. But that's okay because I went on your show last week and it was it short notice? I mean, you kind of gave me a heads up, but I think it was kind of short notice, and I was like, I don't want to do it. I'm not camera ready. We took the night off, like, and it was one of those like emotional days. And
Yes.
anyways, I got
Yes.
camera
I do-
ready, and
I
I
do
went on
remember
your
that.
show. Yeah.
We
So
appreciate you swinging by. We appreciate you swinging by for sure.
of course, I had fun. Of course, and I'd never met Karen, so that's always like a little nerve wracking for me. Like when you're around new people, especially women. You know, why is
Yeah.
that? Why is that? But she's amazing. I love her so much.
Yes,
I love
Karen's
you
awesome.
guys together. You're a good pair. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah. So we'll talk a little bit about that, obviously, because Karen's in the chat. Because you guys just started your new show.
Yeah.
And we love it. Everybody that's been over there has been so nice.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, I really like your dynamic. So
It started off as a joke. It just
that's
started off as a
right.
joke.
Yeah.
Said, let's do a YouTube show. No, she had a YouTube channel that she never went live on. She would post videos on.
Okay.
She did Facebook Lives, right? So I said,
Right.
why don't you go on YouTube? I'll be your flamboyant co-host. And then within 48 hours later, we were going live on YouTube. It was the funniest thing. Like zero preparation. We just winged it. That was great. It was great.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love your dynamic. And yeah. So I'll let you talk all about that. But I wanted to obviously you hear us talk about you on the show. You know, like you've been a follower for a very long time, if not day one. You went to the first meetup. You're pretty active in the Facebook group. You're just a very loyal man in this community, and you're a very proud bunny. So yesterday we heard from Aidan that Jess's show is for women.
Yeah.
And I think that was maybe my very first chat of the day, because I had my mod hat on during the conversation, and I was like, I'm not going to get involved in chatting. I'm just going to keep my opinion to myself. And he said that, and I typed false. Because I knew you, and I knew John, and I knew Tristan, and there was another man in the chat today that Jess called out. I don't know if you noticed that. It was towards the end. I can't even remember his handle right now, but he was like, he's a single dad, and he loves Jess's show.
I do remember
and
that.
I was like, oh, there's another one.
Yep.
I'll remember his handle. It wasn't like something, easy to remember. It was like initials and.
Yeah, I can't remember the handle, but I remember her saying she read his comment, and he said he was a single dad, and
Yep.
I do remember that. Yeah.
So the queen is in the chat. Jess, thank you for your 5. She said, how do I get this? There. She says Scott's hair is on point.
Thanks, Jess. Thanks.
It is. I love it. You had a hat on last night, so.
Once every 3 weeks, I don't have a hat on. That's when I go visit my girl to get it trimmed up. So yeah, once every 3 weeks, I'm hatless. Unless there's a wedding or something that I have to go to that there's no hat involved. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. How long have you been going to your girl, as you said?
I've been seeing Julian for a long time. Put it this way, I think when I first started seeing Julian, my haircuts, I don't live in the city, so I'm not paying Boston prices, but I think my haircuts were maybe $16 or $18, maybe.
Oh, wow.
And now they're 40. Now they're 40. So I've been seeing Julian for a long time. So now that same haircut in Boston is probably $140, but.
Right. Yeah, I see that a lot. Like men, once they find their girl, it's usually a girl, they're very loyal. They always go back. It's like, she knows what to do. I don't have to explain it. And I guess that's hard to find because, I have one son, and, oh my gosh, I'll have to tell y'all this story one time. Oh gosh. Maybe I can think of it. So my husband and my son go to a place that's, I don't even know what it's called, but it's like the girls are not modestly dressed. We'll just say that.
Oh,
They're a little spicy dressed, I think. I've never been there before, but the vibe of this like franchise is like they're a little spicy or whatever. Well, my son loves to go there because they have TVs and he can sit there and watch YouTube. You know, I don't let them on YouTube, just YouTube Kids, and they have like the real YouTube. And so anyways, that's why he likes to go, because he can go watch YouTube. But the girl that they go to is so good with him. Like even as a little kid, he used to cry a lot, and she's really good with him. Like just, you know, laughing, and like he's like telling her stories, and you know, they just have a good time, you know. And so they've always gone back to her. She's left. They've found her like on social media. They found her. They chased her to the next place, and they just always go back. But anyways, there was this one time we were in the car and we were driving by, and he's a twin. My son is a twin, and his twin said, "Oh, look, that's the place you go to get your haircut," or whatever, you know? And he's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, that's where my girl is. And she's so pretty." And he's like all into girls. And he's talking about how pretty she is and blah, 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 blah. I can't even remember like the real joke of it all, but it was like, he was talking to his sister about this. Like we were not in the conversation. This was a conversation with his sister. And at the time they were like eight years old. And he's like, "Yeah, I like going there because she's so pretty and she lets me watch YouTube, and, you know, like she gives me all the candy, you know, like they send him home with like handfuls of candy so he can share it with his siblings." But anyways, he's a hoot. He's
awesome.
Really into girls. Yeah. He's a ladies' man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
for us adults, our stylist can also be our therapist.
Yep. That's how it is for women too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. My girl don't dress provocatively. Like sometimes she's in overalls. Like she's, you know, yeah, she don't glam up too often.
She's a little trendy. Yeah. I hear that about like the women as well. Like for women, you know, you go and you get your hair colored, and sometimes you're there for like 3 hours. And so some of your, you know, hairstylists, they probably hear, you know, about everything in life, right?
Right.
They know all your deepest, darkest secrets. So anyways, well, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. So I guess tell me a little bit about, how did you get here? How did you start following Jess? And what has it been like being a part of this community as a man?
So I'm local to Jess. So we're probably 45 minutes from each other. And I knew of Jess on Twitter through the Karen Reed trial. I want to say I knew of Jess even before Karen Reed, like vaguely. And then she was tweeting during Karen Reed. She was doing her 24 and 24s. I didn't catch them every day. I would catch them here and there because I was the Karen Reed trials were crazy because you'd watch the trial every day and then you'd find that like the recaps at night. Like it was insane. So, but I do remember watching Jess when she was in her studio, and I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure exactly how that happened. I knew of Jess from Twitter, and then so her first shows were in her studio, and I remember I was there for the Beaver Moon. I watched the Beaver Moon start. You know what I mean? I was there. So so the comment about men, I mean, to me, I'm like I'm a confident man, so for me to be a fan of a woman is not a problem. So maybe some of these other men that have a hard time being a fan of Jess, maybe it's more of a problem of theirs. That maybe a little bit, their self-esteem might be a little low, you know, a little low T. But I tell everyone, the moment I became Jess's biggest fan, I'm listening to her, and someone puts in the comments, "Can you talk about your repo?" And Jess like immediately was like, "Yes." And I'm like, I love this bitch. That's like, she doesn't shy away from anything, you know? So
Yes.
right then and there, I was like the biggest fan. And then I don't know. I was on Kane's show and I'm just like, it's fascinating. She 7:35 in the morning, puts the phone on, talks about life, and it's fascinating. Yep. It's fascinating. You know, give me someone else that can do that and have 1,000 people in their chats every single day. Not even like a couple times a week. Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's one thing I don't think people realize is she's essentially a faceless channel. And I don't know if you guys know how difficult it is to be successful as a faceless channel. And I've talked to you about this. I've talked to Ocean about this. Human beings connect by seeing people face to face and relating. And that's how humans connect. And so it's very difficult to be successful as a faceless channel on YouTube just for that reason. Especially if we're listening, you know, we want to see her face, we want to connect. I think that's what's so powerful about Jess is that I don't need to see her. I just need to hear her.
Yeah, exactly.
And every morning hearing her voice is my connection with her, and those words that come out of her mouth, I don't know what it is. It's like my morning pep talk. It's like, that's how I start my day. She reminds me of the good, the bad of being a woman, the good and bad of being a mom. I mean, I relate to her so much, even though she's, you know, a little bit older than me, but we're in similar phases. Her kids are, you know, a little bit older than mine, but still, like, the worries that I have are same, you know, to her. Or she had a similar worry, and now she's watching her kids, you know, grow up to be these productive citizens, and it's just beautiful. I just love it so much. So, you know, when I'm in my feelings about, am I mothering correctly, or am I worrying too much, or am I being a helicopter mom? She reminds me to just don't worry about it. As long as you love them, you know, they just turn out to be good humans. You know, if you live as a good human, they turn out to be good humans. It's quite simple. So I love that so much.
To me, Jess is very relatable. I like to think I live a pretty normal life, and I relate to Jess. And it doesn't take long once you become invested in Jess that you feel like you're friends. You know what I mean? You know, like sometimes, you know, all the people that go nuts when they don't text her back, I think I know why, because we feel like she's our friend. I understand when I text her, maybe I'll get a reply like every 5th text, maybe. So I'm not texting her like, you know, where are you? I need your attention. But I think maybe her haters are threatened by that. I think her haters might be threatened by, she relates to, you know, average moms and even dads that are trying to, you know, raise a family and just go through the daily affairs. You know what I mean? I just think she's very relatable and just like a connection. I have met her personally. It was awesome to see her. Yeah, it was good to finally see her. Me and Jeff communicate. Me and her husband do communicate. But
that's awesome.
Yeah. I just think, like I say, Moons, I just think the people that really don't like her, I think there's a disconnect, or there's maybe their life isn't, there's something maybe awry in their life, and just ends up taking the shrapnel because, you know, there might be a little bit of envy or whatnot, you know.
I love it. Yes, you are hitting all the right words. Did you? You watched the interview with Jennifer a couple hours ago?
I did. That was
fantastic.
That was fantastic. Yeah. I you know what? You dragged me off the couch and I had to rush around and like wash my face and get a shirt on. So I gotta remember to go back and sub to her. That was a great hour. Yes, I loved it.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She mentioned a lot of those same concepts, you know, and Nurse Kim too. Earlier today, you know, she brought up the money thing, and she's like, why? Like, why are we triggered by the money? Why are we triggered by her talking about money? Why are we triggered that she asked for money to go on someone's show? She's like, why? And that just hits home for me so much, because I do stop and ask myself, like, why are we not allowed to talk about certain things, you know? And, you know, usually it's something like surrounding maybe a stigma or something like that. But, you know, it could be humility. It could be, you know, staying humble, yada, yada, yada. But I think for Jess, she really does genuinely want people around her succeeding. She would have not started her classes if she did not want competition, you know, if she didn't want other people to succeed. She went into that Zoom and shared with us exactly the steps that she took to be successful, and just basically said, go for it. You know, like, I mean, obviously we can't copy her. We're not her, you know, we're completely different humans, but she gave us the tools, and, you know, she shared her knowledge with us, and she just said, go for it. So I see it more of like, did you know how much potential there is to earn income on YouTube? And a lot of us in this age bracket, I don't know if we do.
Right.
I don't know.
I didn't know.
I'm fairly new to YouTube. Yeah, I didn't know either. So anyways,
if I'm Jess, and we all know her stories, you know, The Express, Victoria's Secrets, Bank of America, ultimately going to stay home, raise a family, grind, struggle to pay the bills. You come on YouTube, you rip 10K subs in freaking record time, monetized in 3 days. I'd be shaking my butt too. I mean, come on. I mean, of course she should feel proud. That's the first thing I said to Jeff at the meet and greet. I said, you should be, I said, you must be so proud of her. Like, why wouldn't she want to be proud of what she accomplished? You know, I don't understand that.
Right. I know.
I don't understand that, Mons.
Yeah. I guess it's just, you know, people that feel like maybe they feel lesser. I don't know. You know, when they hear, you know, she earned that much money, they feel smaller. They feel talked down to, maybe. I don't know. I don't see it as that. I see it as a woman who has come from nothing, and she has something, and she's proud. I mean, she freaking cried about it one morning.
Right.
I mean, like, full on emotional breakdown. And I was like so happy in that moment. I could feel her happiness. Like, she was like, my hard work has paid off. And, you know, so anyways, I read it a little bit different, but there are those moments where I'm like, why does this subject trigger people? You know, why is it? I see the word taboo in the chat. You know, why is there a stigma? And I think those are the conversations we need to be having. You know, So,
Moons.
Yeah.
Do you think that other creators, now Jess came in and she's talking about money, none of the other people talking about money. Do you think they're like, we don't want to talk about money because we don't want other people to get on YouTube and stop poaching? Like, are they protective of that? And they were mad at Jess because Jess was saying, hey, here's an opportunity for a lot of people if you want to get into this. And were they pissed at Jess because she was giving everybody a chance to make some extra income if they want to? I don't know.
You know, it might be like an insecurity thing. I think Jess is so confident in herself, in her shoes. She has a backbone. She knows she has talent. She knows she has what it takes to succeed. I think when you're insecure of your talents, you may not want to share, you know?
Right.
You know, I think in the conversation that we listened to yesterday, the topic of subs came up, the topic of bleeding subs and views. And I think a lot of people see subs as like a metric that determines their income, I guess. I don't really know, but it's not. It's totally a vanity metric. Once you get to 1,000, you monetize, you know, and then it's all the same, I guess. I don't know from there. But really what matters is views and watch time. And she's showing, I mean, she mentioned the other day, or it was this morning, that her CPM, her click per minute, is that what it is? It's the number that is assigned like by the ad revenue. So like in December, do you remember her talking about like that CPM number? It was like real high.
Yeah.
And it's like around Christmas, like all the ads go out, you know, for gifts and stuff.
Yes.
And so her CPM was like real high in December, and she had a really good month. And then, you know, it kind of went down in January and February. But like right now, it's gone up. And it's because all these people are watching. Click per million. Click per million or cost per million. Okay.
I remember her talking about that because she showed it to Jimmy, and Jimmy's commenting saying, wow, that's really high. I remember Jess saying that. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So, these are all like things I'm learning. Obviously, now that we have a channel, there's a lot more into the analytics as far as determining your bottom line or your paycheck or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
It's not tied to subs. So, and I even did some reading, like, because you're a content creator now. Even YouTube recently modified their algorithm. And so they're not feeding videos to people by number of subs like they used to. It's now by audience.
Oh.
So I guess they're like trying to get the right people to the right videos.
Yeah. I guess if you have 20,000 subs and you're getting 500 views, or you have, 10,000 subs and you're consistently getting 8,000 views, what's more important? Now,
right.
The 8,000 views.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep. Yeah.
I get it.
And I think that's what people see, is that she's so successful with essentially a faceless channel with, low subs, but high views. So I get it. Yeah. Publish rising. Watch time is king. Yep. And she's got it.
Yeah.
So, well, speaking of, tell us a little bit about your channel. I will link the page in the chat, but we'll get everybody over to you to sub.
I hope so.
And watch.
As we're saying, subs don't matter, but we need the subs.
We do until we hit 1,000, right? Like, and then we got to stay there, I guess. I don't even know, but 1,000 is the magic number. And then, yeah.
So like I started saying earlier, it started off as a joke, and my bad co-host, by bad, I mean bad bitch co-host, she had like a quote unquote, I wouldn't say a dead YouTube channel, because she would post videos and shorts on it, but I think she said she maybe only went live on it once. So on Monday, we have a phone call for the first time we ever spoke on the phone, And on Wednesday night we went live. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. And like, we're getting really good positive feedback that they really like our vibe together. We have a good dynamic.
You do. Yeah.
But we're just not getting people to come to the channel. So maybe we need the queen to shout us.
Yeah.
We need the queen to shout us.
It'll take time.
Yeah.
It's like a slow drip at first, and then, you know, it'll happen. And I think the first interview you were on her channel, and then you guys kind of transitioned away. So with the advice of you to break free and start fresh, we did we did one more on her channel to announce that we were starting the new channel, the Harbor Lounge. Okay.
And I think we've done 3 on the new channel. Last night Karen dragged me off the couch. She said, impromptu live. And I'm like, what?
I saw that. Yeah.
So because I'm actually the one trying to get her, carve out some more time. Let's get some videos up there. Let's just keep putting stuff up there. And so when she dragged me, I'm like, okay, I'll go. So so we had a little impromptu last night. When we go into our show right now, and I'm sure it will evolve, but like right now we don't pre-plan. We don't pre-plan anything. We just come on screen.
That's awesome.
Like unless maybe I text her something like the other night, I text her something earlier in the day that about an accident that almost happened, and she started it right up, and she took what I had told her and like smoothed right into it. So yeah. So we just kind of go in and riff. We just kind of riff right now, you know.
I love it. Spicy Misty is your 100th subscriber.
Oh, thanks, Spicy Misty. Awesome.
Yeah, I actually prefer to like go with the flow, like just, you know, no agenda, just like talk. And I was starting to notice like Ocean and I would like talk on the phone, and then we'd go live, and then it would be kind of boring, you know? And so I was like, we need to talk less. And then we kind of tried that, like, let's record one of our phone calls. So now I think when we do talk on the phone, we keep it very general, like, okay, this is the plan for today. And we try not to talk too much, you know, get real in depth.
So it comes out organically on your show.
Exactly. Yeah.
The first time I had a phone conversation with Karen, we talked for 1 hour and 6 minutes. And I said, we never should have had this call. This should have been our first show, because it was just so organic. And we just laughed and talked about, it was good. But I don't know, as the show progresses, if we start to actually dive into a case or a topic, you know, we might want to talk a little bit more. But right now we just kind of come on and just kind of riff. Yeah, I see it. And you guys just have a very natural flow. Like, and I know, because we talk about feedback, you and I, you know, you guys have noticed that you can kind of get off topic, or like you can interrupt each other, but it's just part of the process, you know, getting used to it. Like, I don't know that anybody has ever done this, you know, like we're in training on the job. We're learning as we go, you know, like, I don't think that there's a class that can like teach you this kind of stuff, you know? Right.
It's all very, we're still learning, you know, learning each other and learning all the freaking windows and stuff. So
that's going to be a long process for me, because I could barely turn this machine on, Moons.
I know. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And now,
so Scott got his.
I can actually get set up and ready to go without any assistance. So
I love it. So you were on your phone for episode 1, right? And two. Okay. And you couldn't see like the chat. You couldn't see like the highlighted comments.
Oh, it's nice.
It was very.
It was bad on my phone. When I say episode 1 and 2, I think it was the first 2 on her show. I don't know if I did.
Okay.
I don't know if I did one on our show. I think I might have did one. I think I might have did one on our show on the phone. Yeah. And then I proceeded to get a mid-grade laptop. So yeah.
Yeah.
But now
yeah. Well,
it's
awesome.
nice. I can see everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we know, just following Jess, and I followed Purple, like it seems that every new creator has these times when like they upgrade their equipment. So it's just part of the process, like as you go, you'll just make little updates everywhere.
Sure.
And it all works out just fine,
Yeah.
So
it was my arm was getting very tired from holding the phone too. For an hour,
right.
For an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh yeah. I can only imagine you were like cramping up or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. I'm going to put their channel link in the chat, and then I will pin it. Let's see. Anything to close, Scotty too hottie? Anything you want to say?
Other than the fact that I think Jess had a masterclass when her and Aidan had a conversation. I think, her whole keeping her cool. I hear haters say, "Oh, that wasn't the real Jess. That wasn't the real Jess." It was a conversation with Aidan. It wasn't her show. Like, so I don't know. I shake my head when people say, "Well, sparkly rabbit tonight. It wasn't the real Jess." Of course, she's having a conversation with a friend. Why does she have to be barking and yelling? Aidan wanted to fight. Aidan wanted to fight, and Jess, in my opinion, outpointed him just with cool, calm, collected behavior. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. And I'm an Aidan fan, but I'm not an Aidan stan. You know what I mean? Like some of his fans, to me, are blindly loyal sometimes. You know what I mean? Like what he's doing, and certainly support him, his work, what he did for Karen Reed. I believe his charges of BS, all that stuff.
Right. Yep.
But I just don't fall into that like stan category,
Right. Yep. Yeah, I've said it multiple times. We can support him fighting these charges because of what we believe as far as the principles in this movement surrounding injustice. And we don't have to support him as a person. We don't have to watch his content if we don't want to. And I don't see anyone like judging someone else if they choose differently, if they choose to still watch his content. I don't see that. So unless I go to Twitter and, it's like a cesspool. So,
well, watch who you want to watch. But what's frustrating sometimes is when there's chameleons in the chat, and they're, you're like, whoa. I just saw you in this other channel saying this, and now you're in this channel saying that. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Right.
I guess I'm just not a chameleon. I'm kind of a, I am what I am. I'm not going to try to be seen in Sparkly's chat and then go try to be seen in Aidan's chat and then go try, I don't understand that. I don't understand that one.
Yeah. I agree. All right. So last question. Did you watch Nurse Kim today?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Class act.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't watch a lot of Nurse Kim just because there's only so many hours in the day. I have a sister that's, big fan, when she has Bettero, this and that, but there's just only so many hours in the day. You can only pick and choose who you can watch. But I thought Nurse Kim was a class act today. I thought she played it perfectly. I thought her emotions were genuine. And I came away from it that she really cares for Aidan and she really cares for Jess. And they both relationships had some bumps. And she's very happy that now that they're where they are, Right. Like she said, it took a long time for her and Jess to get where they are now,
Yep.
So, yeah. I was, because no one knew which way she was going to, I mean, I had an inkling she wasn't throwing anyone under the bus, but I thought it was another masterclass. You know, another woman with a masterclass, and I'm not afraid to say that as a man. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, it was
I
a good
agree.
job by Kim. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, I put your link in the chat. I pinned it in the chat, so hopefully everybody can find your channel. And you are welcome back anytime.
I appreciate you having me up here, Moonsy.
Yeah, even if I get sick and you want to go on with Ocean or something, you can totally do that.
Be happy to.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Have a good night.
Good night, Moons.
Bye, Scott.
Bye-bye.
Hello?
Hi. Hi.
Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me? No?
This is saying you don't know me. Hold on.
Okay. That's weird. We can hear you, I think. Melissa became a member. Thank you, Melissa. I love it.
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear me? Nope.
Can hear both.
I was having.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you. Can you talk again, please?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you talk? Well, we'll give her a minute. I was the one that was having audio mic issues before we went on, so par for course, right? Is there anybody in the chat? I guess put a 1 if you did not see Nurse Kim her live stream today. And then put a 2 if you did see it and you don't mind seeing it again. Okay. So just as I expected. Awesome. 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 Can you hear me?
Moons,
I can hear you.
can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Stop. Go to audio. Make sure it's on the right one.
Let's see.
Testing.
Can you hear me?
1, 2, 3.
You're back. You're back.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Yeah? No? Ay, ay, ay.
Hot mic. Can you hear me or no?
Hot mic. I
Shake your
can,
head. No,
yes.
you can hear me? I can't hear you.
Yes, yes. Yep.
I cannot hear you.
You all can hear her, right? Like, we can just carry on with the show. We don't need to hear, she doesn't need to hear me, right? Oh my gosh. Bunch of rookies. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear her too. I can hear her too. Okay, so let's do number 3. Did anybody watch Judge Jolene last night? I think it was last night. Was it last night? We were featured on Judge Jolene. Did you see it? put a 3. No. Okay. All right. I didn't see it either. Ocean saw it. Okay. Have no desire to watch. Yep. So I heard that she's a comedian, I guess. And she covers I guess she commentates on Bravo shows. I really don't. I only learned who she was when Aidan had his court hearing with Meredith. She covered that, and she gave Purple a few mentions, and she went to his page, and it was just hilarious. And so I started following her. I guess it's been a month or 2 now. But I did not know that she was covering this whole ordeal with Jess and Aidan and J7 until recently. So apparently we got featured, and she's being a little critical, and she's making fun of us apparently. But Ocean said it was funny. So I think I have not seen it. I think we were going to play it and see how it goes. I don't know what we're doing if we don't have an Ocean. I guess I could start playing Nurse Kim.
Hello.
Testing.
Oh,
1, 2, 3.
Thank God. Thank God. I had to have a man save me. Thank God.
I bet.
I don't even know what that was. I don't know. I don't care. Hi. Sorry I'm late.
Hi.
How you been doing? How you doing?
Fine. How are you?
How you doing, chat? I sound like I am really loud, or you're loud. Somebody's loud. I don't know. I'll try and turn this down. So are you going to play Nurse Kim? I think that's a good idea. You can play Nurse Kim, because I don't feel like getting yelled at for being late. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. And then I'll give all my feedbacks and my criticisms. Okie dokie. Let's go.
You're funny.
Uh-huh. You know what I love?
Well, let me.
I heard you say, if Moons doesn't show up, I don't know what. I mean, if Oceans doesn't show up, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like,
right, yeah.
But you couldn't hear me anyway, so it's all good.
Yeah. I started to say, does she really need to hear me? Can we do this without you hearing me?
I know.
I can hear you.
Oh, good. I just love it all. Love it all. Love it all. I love it all. Okay, I'm ready.
Is why I'm always late. I'm always going to be late. That's what I do. I apologize in advance. Your time is precious. I'm an asshole. Today's stream is the exit interview. And is this going to be my exit interview? God only knows. But I don't want to ruin your Juneteenth, your federal holiday. But we're going to have a little bit of a sermon, I hope. I hope that this stream is one that is not going to divide. It's not going to pile on. I just think that I have a unique perspective in having relationships with Aidan and with Jess that are very complex and that have been layered throughout time, and that I want to share. And so I want you to bear with me, okay? Because sometimes you need to go back to the beginning in order to find your way to the end, okay? So I'm not going to look at the chat. You know this. You know it. And I don't want to get hives. But, yesterday was the year anniversary of hearing not guilty, not guilty, not guilty at Norfolk Superior Court. And that day I remember, and a lot of you remember that day, and it was very powerful. It was everyone together. It was feeling a sense of relief and following something to the end, and knowing that although justice was served for Karen not being convicted of a crime she didn't commit, there was also like a profound sadness that day for Officer John O'Keefe and for his family, because they didn't have closure and they didn't have justice for what they so desperately were looking for. And like in a juxtaposition of that, to remember where we came from at that moment, and then to tune in and see a conversation between Jessica Lim and Aidan that was hard to watch for me. I saw Jessica come in and like, guys, listen, I know these people in a way. I've never really like hung out with Jess because we haven't had that opportunity. And I've been with Aidan at like an Apostles' Supper and at different events. And so I've seen them outside of online. And I have a different relationship with each of them. And I know for myself that it was a long path for me to get where I am today with Jess. But I'm thankful. And I think that if I can explain some things to you from the beginning that I haven't talked about ever, it may make sense. Okay. And you may understand why I have the position or I have the take on it that I do. Okay. So after the verdict, after last year, after all that heightened emotion and all the things we were feeling, we understood, I think collectively, that Karen would need some time off, a time for her to find her way back after fighting for your life for as many years as she did. And it made sense that she didn't do interviews immediately. So we all just were sitting back and being like, okay, now what's next? And then something happened and it kind of shifted a dynamic with all of us. And it was, I feel, the Howie Carr interview. And it was a little shocking because although Howie had done great work and covered Karen's case beautifully in his own way, on his own platform, it felt like a slight at the time that there was not a go-to to Aidan, because Alan Jackson had gone to Aidan's show. And, you know, that was a little bit of a, like, nobody saw it coming, I think, for a lot of us. And so Karen goes on to Howie Carr's show, and it's not like a real interview. It's just an appearance, if you will. And Howie was talking about his book. And then Aidan reacted to that. And he reacted out of a place of hurt. And he would be the first to tell you that. And this was right before we were going to do a huge thing for Aidan. Aidan had sold out the Wilbur. It was a big deal. Jimmy was going to MC it, and Aidan was going to do it. And I had been asked to just do a mean tweet section of the Wilbur. And I was like, duh, I'll be there with bells on, bitches. And so I hadn't ever really spoken to Aidan prior to that, because there was a little bit of a separation of church and state. Yeah, I covered Karen's case since pre-trial 1, and I always knew and gave credit that Aidan was the one who broke her story, who covered her story, and whose journalism was the reason we were there at that day and through those 2 trials. But I never had a personal relationship with him. And right before the Wilbur happened, he asked for my phone number in a DM on X. And I was like, duh, because he wanted to talk about the mean tweets. And I absolutely did it. We had done the Whore Tour. He had come onto my show and to a bunch of other shows. So it was a good time. And I was happy to talk to him about the mean tweets. So long story short, if you are going to tell a story, I have to tell all the story. And there has not been a place or a time in which I felt kind of comfortable enough to say it, but I think that today is the day. And it's okay because I know that Aidan has addressed it on his program enough. And I have to come clean about something and ask for forgiveness afterwards. So in the early part of September, I talked to Aidan and he called me on the phone. And that phone call, little did I know, would end up changing like the trajectory of where things went.
Okay, so just to sort of set this up, I'm seeing a lot of comments in the chat. I love you guys, your ability to foreshadow. I did not pick up the Jessica Lynn. I mean, I did pick it up, but of course I was still worried, you know, where this was going. So Aaron, I think, no, it was Alley Cat. That was amazing. She said that that's all she needed to hear. Now, what she's going to do is she's going to go into details about the recording. And Ocean, are you there? No. Okay.
Yes, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Oh, you're there. Okay.
Yes. I wrote in the chat, Jessica Lynn, and they responded back because that's the first thing I noticed. And I'm here. I'm just listening.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay. So I just wanted to say she's, as far as time period goes, she's in September of last year. Okay. That's where she's starting. And I wanted to communicate to Ocean that I was not on Twitter at this time. And I don't know, were you on Twitter, Ocean, at this time? I think you were.
Okay, so I was on Twitter, but at the time, like nothing was going on. I was following Nurse Kim, and I guess just at that time, I don't really know. I don't remember. But when I heard her say that about the Wilbur and that she had never met Aidan before and never talked to him, like she just said, I remember being shocked because I thought everybody knew each other, and that like really knew each other. And as she's explaining here, she's friends with Jess, even though they don't hang out but they talk and they have a really good relationship. And we've never met, but I know you and you know me, like we know each other. So I think that was important to point out. But yeah, so I was on Twitter, but not really paying attention. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I just wanted to say, like, I wasn't on Twitter. And so when this was occurring, as far as me listening to Jess, and honestly, when did she start her channel? Was it September, mid-September?
Well,
I think so. So like this all happened.
It was after the trial. So, but I don't know how much before the Wilbur that Jess was on. I don't remember.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, what I wanted to say is when this was going on, when the two recordings were going on, I was not on Twitter. And so a lot of the details for me are very fuzzy. Okay. Amy says August is when she started her channel. Okay. So this was like sort of in the early days.
When was the Wilbur? When was the Wilbur? In September?
A couple of weeks before the Wilbur. So early September, maybe.
And was just
I feel like it was all happening at the same time.
Yes, it was. I'm going to remind you of
like
something.
Within a couple of weeks.
Time or not, but when we first talked, and I tried to like say, do you know this? Do you know that? And I tried to explain some of this, and you can see why it's so damn confusing, but you had no idea. And I don't think today, like you still didn't get it, which I think is really important, even though we've talked about it, because I'd been watching this like a hawk, and I had all of my opinions about everything. Having said that, don't want to talk too much.
That's okay. So I just wanted to like sort of explain to everyone, like, I feel like there were a lot of things that were shared today that we learned today.
Yeah.
Things that we didn't know at the time. And then also, I think there's a lot of things that I didn't even know that maybe everyone else knew. So if I have a lot of questions as we walk through this, I apologize. But it looks like a lot of people
should ask all the questions.
Are the same.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask all the questions. Okay. The other thing is that there's 2 recordings.
Yes.
That is another very confusing thing.
Right here, she's talking about the Karen Reed one. And if I'm wrong,
she's going to start with the Karen Reed one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. All right.
I'll just answer like I'm a pro.
And he called and he was like sad. He was having a bad day because of an argument. And after the car interview, like it just sucked for him. And I was trying to talk him off the ledge with it and saying like, you and Karen are always better together. And it'll all work out. And that trying to be a peacemaker with it, of saying like, of course, you know, you guys can get into an argument, you can get into a fight, and it will work out. Well, during that phone call, there was a small part of an audio played, at which time I thought was like a voicemail, because it sounded like a voicemail from Karen to Officer John O'Keefe, and she was pissed. And it was not presented as like, hey, here is an illegal recording, or hey, I did this. No, it was just, can you believe she fucking said this? And he was mad and sad. And
okay, so first I want to apologize. There is a Barbara in the chat. I don't know if it's the same Barbara, but we got a Venmo a couple of days ago and I just found it. So thank you, Barbara.
Oh my God.
For your Venmo a couple of days ago.
I don't want to say we're babies, because that gets people lined up outside with a torch. That phrase. Oh, we're not babies. We're just dumb. We're dumb. I mean, we're not dumb bunnies. We can't say that anymore. No, that's forbidden. Okay. Yeah, we miss things.
We're fucking rookies still.
And I just want to say, shout out Nurse
Barbara.
Kim. Shout out Nurse
So
Kim.
I think it's Barb Flaz. Thank you for your 10 if you happen to be listening or in the chat.
I just want
and
to say,
I will try hard to be better about this.
Shout out to Nurse Kim with starting out with, I'm late, and just suck it up. Just like if she has tech issues, suck it up. Although I think Montante has really worked some magic recently. I mean, could he show us too? You're good. Just me. All right, go ahead. But I have a new coach. I got a new coach. I'll tell you later. Okay.
So she talks about how she was played an audio, and at the time all she knew, she just thought it was an audio. She thought it was a voicemail that she had heard. Okay. That's my first ding, ding, ding. Like, she didn't know at the time it was an illegal recording.
I didn't really think much of it at the time. And then we have the Wilbur, and we have like a very great time at that show. And I think it was like a peak. It was like peak Aidan, peak community, peak Jimmy, and everybody came together. And then a couple weeks later, there was a Spaces. And on this Spaces, Flip brought to light that there was a recording. And this was like a recording gate was born. And it was Lily, and it was the koala. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, there is a recording. And I'm thinking, like, not even in the realm of that I'm a part of this. I'm just like, holy shit. And then shortly after that, there was a text message that was leaked. And this is all the end of September. And the text message that was leaked was from Meredith. And she said that Aidan, you know, she implicated that it was me, that Aidan had played something for me, for Will, and for 2 other people. And I was like, what the fuck? And it started down a path of really a bad time for me and for you and for a lot of people. And
okay, so baby steps. So there was a Spaces with Flip involved, but they're still talking about the Karen Reed recording. There was a text message that was leaked by Meredith, I believe, and the text message said that the recording was shared with 4 other people, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I got this right?
Yes.
Do I got this right?
In my opinion, it was not leaked. In my opinion, Meredith shared it with Flip and wanted him to have her take on things. It wasn't leaked.
Okay. Because at the time she still had access to his Facebook account. Is that
even if she didn't, she had the thing. Like, I don't know when control of things happened, but yeah.
Okay.
This time was not only stressful for me, like online and like being hated by everyone, but also like my personal life had fallen apart as well. So like September was a bad month. And I was like, oh gosh, I don't know how much more of a pylon and like shoes falling off from me that I can handle right now. And yet more happens, right? Like more goes on. And there is sides that are taken within the Free Karen Read community. And there's no way for us to really find our footing again. And I think that yesterday is a culmination of us not finding that footing. And it makes me
stop
sad.
for 1 second? Can we stop for 1 second?
Yeah.
I just want to say to the chat, you guys have a lot of great questions. We're not going to be able to address them right now, but we will. And maybe some of Moon's questions will help to clear things up. But I just want to really listen to her so that we can kind of gain what her understanding of things is. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
And like, okay, so other things occur. I don't need to get into all of them, but there additionally to the Karen Aidan audio, there is a Flip and Olivia audio. And this was brought to light and it sucked. It sucked because there was more accusation that like I was the person who did this to Flip. And this was by Flip. Flip was the one who was like, Kim, you were the only one who knew about this. You were the only one who could have done this. And it caused a lot of stress for me. And so there was a point where I call Aidan and I say, Aidan, I have to say that I didn't mean to like be a part of this in any way. And that I'm going to just say I heard like less than a minute of it, whatever it was that fucking happened that day that I'm thinking like a dumbass is a recording. I mean, is a voicemail, right? And my friend says to me, Kim, I can't tell you what to do. And he didn't tell me what to do. But he said that, if we do say that there is a recording, then that's admitting that it exists. And then I could be violated for my parole. And I could be taken from my kids. And I'm like, in that moment, I made a decision, guys. And that decision was that I don't speak on it. Like, it's like, because there's real life consequences. And it was wrong. But I feel like at the time I was in a really shitty spot. And I didn't want anyone to be hurt. And my intention is never to hurt anybody. And I don't want to hurt Karen. I don't want to hurt Aidan. I don't want to hurt anyone. And it ended up being me who gets hurt as well. Like in the whole of it. Because it was a long time and a lot of months of people just coming for you. And no matter how I tried to say that like I didn't do this to anybody, I didn't send anything. Like, yes, I'm an asshole and I heard something for a minute. But other than that, I wasn't like the devil that everyone had made it out to be. And so then there's an additional layer. And that additional layer is that the breakup between Aidan and Meredith had really kind of spiraled into affecting other creators and other people because there was like threatening, like not real threatening, but like threatening in a way of what I could do to you, right? Like I could say whatever about you and do this to you. And so Jess says, well, I heard it. And she is saying I heard it because of a defense mechanism of I don't know what is capable of coming from another direction. Meanwhile, I am losing my shit. And I am saying, what is happening? And if Jess is saying that she heard this and that she knows that Will and I heard this, which Will is not in this is just me, then that is putting additional pressure and this is never going to die out. It'll never go away. And so I was in a spot where her and I were just jamming and butting heads and it was rough. And it was really rough for me because, and it's been told now that like when Jess sent me the DM that she did on Twitter, the initial one that she wanted to work with me, I had a vibe check that like Erin, her producer, did not like me. I felt that like in my bones, in my soul, in my spirit, that she like every time she'd pull up a comment and if it was mine, it was just like the vibe was not there. And I was like, if that's her best friend and that is someone whom she trusts, then, and if she doesn't like me, that I'm feeling this like I felt, then I didn't want it to be weird, or I didn't feel like I was welcome there at that time. And she didn't know that. Jess didn't know that because I didn't tell her that. And she's feeling like she's not welcome online with us because we had been, streaming and covering this for however long we had before her. And so Jess and I continue to have a kind of rough go at it until New Year's. And then on New Year's Eve, Jimmy speaks to Jess and he says, hey, why don't you jump on Kim's stream tonight? And that was the first time that we opened communication to each other. And it was like a window opening. And then after that, there was some KMS drama, some Minifan drama, if you will, Pat Ford. And that put us back onto a rocky place. And then in January, we had a phone call that for me changed a lot. Because I had explained.
Okay. So the spaces with the koala and the lily, I believe, I don't even know. They just had a spaces and it was released. The information was released, right?
The information about the recording of Karen, yes. Which
yes.
Okay, so I don't know like where I should I'm just going to say stuff right now. Like if I'm saying too much, just say, tell me later. Okay. So that day, I was listening to this and I heard the whole thing on Spaces and I heard, Flip threaten to do this on air, which was already set up because Lily and the koala had already planned for this to happen. They had planned with Flip, who acted like he just went up there, whatever, but he was all in on it. Now, Lily since then has, she was one of Aidan's biggest followers too. And, she had since said, I didn't do the right thing there. And then we know that Koala went on to terrorize the neighborhood for quite a while until he got deported. So anyway, before that Spaces happened, Aidan had a show where he stood up for Olivia. Olivia had a job for Mr. Betterow at that point. So she was working on the case. Olivia, I think, has suffered throughout this terribly, in my opinion. So Aidan, I felt like he had like a whiteboard or something. Like he was writing all the things down of the order of how they had been in touch with each other, and like Flip and Olivia, and how what Flip was saying wasn't true. And Aidan was standing up for Olivia. Flip did not believe Olivia was real. He did not believe she was real. And so this, I just am going to, as Flip's state of mind during this time, okay? Believed she wasn't real. Mr. Betterow or Bradle, one of them, had even gone on and done a Zoom call with Olivia to prove she's a real person, okay? No matter what Turtleboy said, Flip didn't believe it. And so Flip started threatening Turtleboy right there on that, in his show, that he was going to go on Spaces and release something. And I don't remember if he said exactly what it was. So he left, and then Aidan arrives into the Spaces, the hottest I've ever heard him. Understandably hot. Okay. So
I actually remember being in that Spaces.
Okay. So do you remember? Aidan.
Yeah. He was adamant.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he'd also just struggled with somebody who wouldn't believe that somebody that he knows is real, the girl's doing work for him, was a real person. So there was this big, huge, I was like, oh my God, what is happening?
He was like saying he was catfished or something like that.
Yes, but
by Olivia.
And he did not believe was a real person. And that rumor went on to be like, oh, she's not a real person, blah, blah, blah. Well, she is a real person. She's a great person.
Yeah.
Okay. So that happened right before they all hopped onto that Spaces. And so the other thing to remember is Nurse Kim was friends with Flip and probably has renewed that friendship since then. But she was friends with him. And that's why Flip was so pissed off when he was like, you're the only one who knew, or whatever that she said about that. I don't exactly remember.
Yeah.
So a lot happens when you're trying to protect people, you're trying to not betray other people, and then somebody goes onto a Spaces and lets an absolute deviant, I know that's not a good word, but it is true, koala take the reins. And what happened next was history. Okay. So that's where we are.
So at what point did Jess go on a Spaces?
Not then.
And talk about the Karen Reed recording, that she had heard the Karen Reed recording or something like that?
Okay. So
she admitted it first.
Yes.
Apparently is what I'm hearing.
But first we had to establish that this happened and they went on and why it happened and how it happened. And so before it happened, apparently, and I can only speak to what Nurse Kim has just told us, she heard a little bit of something that she thought was a voicemail.
Yep.
Jess heard a little bit of something. I don't know what she thought, except what the hell. I don't know. I can't speak for her, but she heard something. We have two people who have said we heard something. Apparently, Aidan must have said to them, well, I heard, listen, I had 3 people listen to it, and you're 2 of them. And the other one is, I don't need to get into.
Yeah.
I mean, it's somebody who hasn't said whether he's heard it or not. So that's on him. And I don't, so also what happened is Meredith knew about the 3 people. She knew that there were 3 people and she had their names. And I don't know if you remember at that time that she was saying, you 3 people heard this, you heard it. And everybody was denying. Everybody.
Right.
And
including Jess.
I think Jess was at that time. And I'm not sure exactly when she was the first to say, yes, I heard it. And I don't know exactly when. So
see, this is where it gets fuzzy because there's 2 recordings.
Yeah, but we're not at the second recording. We're only
all right. Let me play some more.
This one. The other one is the Olivia and Flip
on the phone to Jess what was happening in my life. And I don't know why I opened up, because why would I open up? Or why would she hear me when we didn't have that relationship? But I just said I wanted to talk to her, and she made time for me. And I explained, she asked me, like, can you just tell me what really was going on with the fucking DM, Kim? And I told her. And she was like, bitch, why didn't you tell me this before?
All right, stop for a second.
Then I got into,
because now I have already forgotten about the DM. Do you remember which DM she's talking about?
No.
Should we go back and listen a little bit?
Jess's DM about the migrant crisis.
Oh, okay. Okay, but all right.
Because remember, she had typed in the chat that she wanted to work with Jess to talk about the migrant crisis. And so Jess was like, send me a DM.
Right.
Or sorry, Nurse Kim was like, send me a DM. So she did. But because Nurse Kim doesn't check her DMs, or maybe she wasn't comfortable working with her. I think she kind of works that out here in a minute.
Yes.
She didn't check it. She didn't reply. She never connected back with Jess.
Yeah. And we're talking.
We kind of learn the details around
September. That. This is last September, everyone.
Right.
But see how things fester.
got into like what was happening privately at the time. And she was kind to me when she didn't need to be.
That's who
and
she
I had
is.
felt for like a lot of months. Felt like,
oh, was it the girls? The Bethesda house. It wasn't the migrant crisis. You're right. It was the Bethesda house girls. Yeah.
And more about that whole thing. Nurse Kim at this time, I think she just said, was going through personal issues with her marriage. And I think that's what she wanted to talk to Jess about. And Jess was so kind, because we know that's who Jess is. So they have never had a real connection at all, except that Kim dropped in like, I'd like to work with you. And Jess DMs her, says whatever she says, and doesn't ever hear back. And that caused a problem for Jess. Like, she was like, what? I DM you, you don't respond. I don't know where we are right now with that whole thing, as far as who knows or who about the Karen recording going out in that Spaces. Did this happen after that?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay.
Chat, is that right? I believe so.
Yeah.
That like nobody had my back. And it's okay because like you don't need anyone to have your back, but it meant something to me. And it's just hard for me to see what yesterday was and what like has been a couple of weeks prior now, because I know what it feels like and I have empathy, and I don't like seeing any of us in a spot like this. And what I saw yesterday felt to me, and again, this is just my opinion, guys, like I felt like Aidan came in hot, and that was out of a place of hurt. And I felt like Jess did not come in hot. And it felt like she was seeing in real time someone whom you've had a friendship with and you not see eye to eye with each other. And that and I think that she was realizing maybe that you're never going to see eye to eye on what you were talking about. And I don't think that her tears, I don't think any of that was a performance. I saw someone who only wants the best, I think, for Aidan. Just like I want the best for Aidan. Just like I want Aidan to beat his charges. And he's innocent of his charges. And it just sometimes hits you right in the uterus when you are like, I don't know how we got here. And if we're keeping it a buck, everything that everyone was saying about Jess, that like, oh, she's a liability, or oh, she doesn't keep any secrets, or oh, she doesn't do this. I said every one of those things to Aidan about Jess 7 months ago. 7 months ago. Because I felt like I didn't get it. I didn't get her. And I was like, what the fuck? She keeps saying that. Like, what is happening right now?
I think she keeps saying we all heard it.
I feel very differently.
Who, Jess?
Yeah, because she's saying, why the fuck does she keep saying that? I think she's saying, why the fuck does she keep saying we all heard this recording? Because Kim I never heard a recording. I understand why. I understand why, for sure. Even more, I understand why after seeing the interview yesterday between Turtleboy and Jess. And also, everybody Kim, by being silent, was trying to protect him. She was like, he could get his parole or whatever violated and he could be in jail because of this. So I didn't hear anything.
Right.
And I feel very differently and I see things very differently. So maybe, and this is all my take, guys. You can take it or leave it. Tell me to go pound sand. I get it. But maybe I'm just 6 months ahead of the curve. And listening to that conversation, there were a couple of takeaways that I had. So I just want to talk about the actual exit interview. When it came to the Broken Baker and the J7 situation, I have absolutely, I don't believe, in my opinion, that J7, or I don't think she's ever said that there was anything non-consensual that happened. So it's like a non-starter for me. I'm not interested in that part of it. And I'm not interested in whoever is using a pocket puss or whatever we're doing. But I don't think that was a journalistic thing that Jess was doing. She wasn't like breaking a story. She was just saying what her girlfriend had said. And I also thought it was maybe a low blow to call it about like her journalism, because I kind of recall back when all the shit was going down in Recording Gate that there were comments made about James Jackson and his girlfriend, or his former girlfriend, God rest her soul. And that wasn't journalistic integrity either. It was just comments. And I made a turkey and meth shirt. And I've apologized to James Jackson for that. So if we're going to, like, listen, if I'm going to call out other people's behavior or say what I'm feeling here, I'm going to take accountability for myself as well. That was shitty. I thought it was funny, and then it wasn't funny. And I get that. And I've had private conversations with James Jackson about that. And then when there was comments about Jess's husband, I understand that that's like a male thing. I get, I don't know, maybe I'm a girl, I don't get it. But like, guys typically stick up for their women, right? Like, it doesn't matter that Jess is online. He was just, like, I felt, putting his 2 cents in and standing up for his woman. I didn't find it egregious or offensive, but maybe the boys do on a different level. But I know for certain that when Aidan posted, like, from what it was a sock account that was Meredith's sock account, posted my job, Aidan was making a point by saying Meredith is saying that people.
I did not catch this, but somebody in the chat caught this.
Aidan did that.
He posted where she worked.
People are calling her job while posting Kim's job. But that of posting my job put 165 or however many thousand people's eyes on my place of employment. And it was unintended. Aidan had no intention to have me be in a problem here, or that to cause me problems.
What?
But it did, and it could have.
Let's stop for a second. Because
please explain. I must have been multitasking at this time.
Well, see, and again, this is not, I have not heard, I'm listening to this as someone who felt like she knew, because again, our whole thing in the beginning was we're going to connect the dots. And this thing has been a thorn in my side the whole time that since September, since it happened. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And I think when she was saying, she's saying, like, what the fuck is she doing? Like, why would she was like, how can I be friends with this girl, Jess, who keeps saying that I heard this thing? I can't say I heard this thing. And then I don't know what she means by when he posted that thing, he didn't mean for anything to happen. Like, what? I just say what to that? What?
Right. What was his motivation to do that? Why did he do that?
I believe Meredith got blamed for that. I'm pretty sure. Whoops. I just lost my, I'm not sure, but I think she did. Oh, he didn't actually post it. Well, Kim said that he did. Oh, that's not the right one. I always say that that was a very good one. I'll keep repeating that one. Some people are saying he didn't actually post it. He reposted Meredith's. Okay. What's this? And technically, and I'm not trying to disagree with Noodle Mama at all, who I love. Shout out Noodle Mama and your chat rat apology. Anyway, I mean, she received one. She didn't make one. Let me just say.
That's right.
I don't care if he posted it or reposted it. Him reposting it kind of reinforces that it's true. I think. I don't know. But I remember how damn upset Kim was at the time. Like, basically, very, very upset about this. But did she do anything in return? Did she do anything against him and say, yes, I heard this recording? No, she did not. Okay.
She still held on to the
still
information.
Ride or die. She's ride or die.
Yep.
So I know Montante reached out to him privately and texted him and said, hey, can you not put Kim's job? Like, can you not post that? And that was him. Like, I wasn't even with him, but I found out afterwards that, like, he had sent him a text, and there's no problems there. So, I know Montante reached out to him privately and texted him and said, hey, can you not put Kim's job? Like, can you not post that? And that was him. Like, I wasn't even with him, but I found out afterwards that, like, he had sent him a text, and there's no problems there. So, I know Montante reached out to him privately and texted him and said, hey, can you not put Kim's job? Like, can you not post that? And that was him. Like, I feel like that's a natural thing. And I feel like if a girlfriend wanted to stick up for Aidan, I would expect a girlfriend to stick up for Aidan as well. And I say all that to say this. None of us are perfect. And we're real people. And we have real flaws. And sometimes other people are going to catch strays that are not intended. But when you're catching the strays, it feels like a lot on you. And I think that emotions have run high for a while. And when you know kind of polarizing characters and polarizing people, like Aidan, like Jessica, they're going to stir things in you. Like I swear to God, initially when I would see Jess, I would go from being laughing and thinking she was so funny, and then being like, nope. like what is happening inside of me? What was it that was triggered in me? Like, you can't talk about money. Why? You can't say that you deserve to be paid for going on a guy's show that he's making significant money on. Why? Because I danced for a long time around egos of men and always wanted to make sure that there wasn't fighting, whether it was Mr. McDonough, Sean McDonough, El Jefe, Papa Sean. And I didn't want Aidan and him fighting. And I didn't want Mike Crawford or Will to fight. So I kind of would maybe shrink myself, not physically because I'm a big bitch, but you know what I mean? I would try to shrink myself so that it wasn't upsetting to them, or that I could keep them like on the right path of some sort. And that's not my job. And they're grown men. And if they paid her to be on the show, then they thought she was worth it to pay.
So I really liked that whole segment there. She calls out talking about money, being asked for a fee to go on someone's show when she didn't have her own YouTube channel, and why we couldn't talk about those subjects. Scott and I were talking earlier about, how Jess, she sort of like initiates those conversations in ourselves. Like, why is this taboo? Why is, certain subjects off limits? And the way Nurse Kim describes it, and she says, dancing around the egos of men, I was like, holy shit, that like really hit me hard. I think it's actually Jennifer tonight who interviewed Jess. She talks about how, I don't know if you guys know or if she mentioned this, but she works in healthcare. I think she's a PA. She's a physician assistant. And she talks about how, like, in her job, she never really was around this sort of like, men are, superior. And I was actually kind of shocked by that, because I've worked in healthcare myself, and I felt like a lot of the male doctors had that like God complex ego, but it was really the nurses that were like running the whole place, and most of the nurses are female. So anyways, I just like how she brings up like those particular subjects.
Can you hear me still?
Conversation. I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I look lost.
I had a spinning beach ball. I'm trying to get back to the, I can't see anything.
Okay.
But I wasn't sure I lost that.
I want to read something because I think it's means something to me. Maybe it won't to you, but I was looking up like when you're triggered by someone and what that could mean, because I think all of us can just look inward on certain things. And it could be like a trauma response. It could be like that they remind you of something from your childhood. It could be because maybe you want to say the things that they say, but it's like your amygdala. It's your subconscious that notices something in someone before you do, before your brain even clocks it. And I had that firsthand. And now when I listen to Jess's show, and I do listen to Jess's show, it sounds to me like how it is when I talk to my best friend on the way to work in the morning. And I think that that's what she is for a lot of people. And Jess can be that for a lot of people without talking about anybody else. Because all you want to talk about with your best friend is everything on your way to work. And for us as women, that is from our kids, from dropping them off at school and sports, to wanting to punch our husbands in the dick, to what movie you saw, to when are we getting our hair done next, to did you see what this bitch posted online? It's all the things.
Yes.
And that's what I think the show is about. All the things.
Yep.
And if you don't get it, that's okay. Maybe it's just we all have our opportunity of watching what we want to watch. And I don't want to see anyone shit on, ever. I didn't like it when it happened to me.
Amen.
And if you think that like Jess is the only one, I saw a comment from someone somewhere that said that I might have done more apologizing to Jess than Jess did to me. I want to let you know that that's not true. And that I only want to support women, all the women. I want to support the men. I want to support the people who support the causes, the ideals, and for justice. And I don't want division. And I don't want anyone to feel like they're an island of one. The other day, we were texting, Jess and I, and she wrote back to me just a little something at the bottom. And she said, I had written previously to her unsolicited comment, told her that she had the #1 morning show in all the continental US. And she wrote unsolicited comment, I love you in a way only someone who never met you before can. And that's my talk.
So connecting the dots, I think we know where and why Jess says that every morning now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's great merch for Jess. It's great merch. What did she say again? I don't want to say the wrong words. I love you in a way that friends that never met can, or something.
And I don't want anyone to feel like they're an island of one. The other day, we were texting, Jess and I, and she wrote back to me just a little something at the bottom. And she said, I had written previously to her unsolicited comment, told her that she had the #1 morning show in all the continental US. And she wrote unsolicited comment, I love you in a way only someone who never met you before can. And that's my talk. That's my talk. I support Jess, support Aidan. I feel like, don't count them out. I feel like they could work things out together. And that friends go through shit. But before you type everything you want to type, and before you want to be cruel to anyone, like that's what you have to live with, is what you do. We don't have any control over others. And how you respond is on you. So just be good to yourselves and be good to each other. And that's it. It's 2 minutes till the United States plays. Go the US. I hope Menners loses everything today. Okay? All right. Bye, guys.
I just want to say a quick thing about the Menners comment. I don't know if you know what she was talking about or not. Do you?
Tell me.
Menners posted this picture of him and Nurse Kim at whatever whatever the name of that place is in New Hampshire that they went to.
Oh, yes. And it wasn't like a flattering angle.
Yeah, worst picture known to man. Okay. And Kim, in her way, handled it like a damn boss that she is. And it's just been like her dig, like we're 20% accurate. So listen, I just want to say disclaimer, we're 20% accurate here. Okay. Although I feel like we're more than that. So what stood out for you there at the end there, Moonsy, or throughout? What stood out?
Oh my God. Just her words.
Like what specifically?
Well, for one, I saw a lot of comments in the chat as well about this. Is I think one of the most beautiful things about Jess and Nurse Kim's friendship is that it hasn't been perfect. It hasn't been easy. And in my opinion, those are some of the strongest relationships, is if you can have conflict and you can resolve it, work through it, whatever it may be. Those are some of the strongest friendships. So, yeah.
I felt like
that.
I'm sorry. Were you going to say something else?
Go ahead.
Well, something. I mean, we'll just keep talking. This comment right here made me think of something. He's fast to say those 165,000 people are his, and if it wasn't for him, the other creators wouldn't have as many as they do. So he needs to take accountability for what he has shared that he shouldn't have. And I would say, I give all the credit to having all those people to Kim and Jess for not burning him down, for having his back, for screwing up their own relationship because of the position that they got put into. And that's just my opinion. But a lot of times we want to protect somebody we love. We all still do. You know, we want to protect all the people in this scenario, unless you don't love somebody. But I feel like I love them all. And we can be mad at them and whatever. But what I think has not happened, because this had not been made public, so he really couldn't. He couldn't, although he did apologize at one point to Kim. And I wasn't exactly sure what it was for. And I don't remember that he apologized to Jess at that time. And we don't have to get into the whole flip thing right now, because I feel like it's just, we can do that another time, because I want to have a diagram and I'm going to draw and connect everything. But then after this, what happens is with the flip interview and how that came to be played, and the source and the protection, and when you do that, you put yourself out for somebody and who you think is your ride or die person. And then you fight or whatever. And in that case, when they fought, they kind of, I think, made up behind the scenes. And because she hadn't been talking to him for a while, and then he came on her show, and I think she did an interview with him, I'm pretty sure, because I remember thinking, this is really a powerful interview to me for a lot of reasons. And so there was all this other shit that was going on. But I think the main thing, based on all the lines I've drawn, is the focus with Nurse Kim and Jess was the whole Karen Reed recording. And did you hear it or did you not hear it? And
Right.
Jess stood alone and put herself out there. And I don't know how it came out that she said they all heard it. And I don't know, but guess what? We're way past here. Nobody even knows or remembers. But I also saw something in here. When she talked about James Jackson and JFK, somebody I saw in here had posted about JFK. And yes, that one.
JFK and crew were left holding the bag as the ones who divided everyone because they brought up the wiretap.
Yes. Okay. So we don't talk about this either, because we just want to put all this shit underneath the rug. But yesterday in that interview, what I heard Kim doing was address every point that Turtleboy criticized Jess about by saying, this show isn't for you. I mean, I don't care if you like a show or not. You don't expect somebody who you think to say, I hate it. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. You should be doing something else. I'm going to tell you what to do. So she's explaining to him, dude, the people that are listening are not, they're there for what she's talking about. We're all here for what she's talking about. People are also here for her political views. People are here for her just being hysterically funny and having Charles caw in the parking lot, We're here for all the things. Now, any guy that hears that, I mean, except for Jax, except for Scott, I mean, you know, and he gets the humor in all that. If you and Scott also knows Jess, like he's met her. He knows that we listen to him for different reasons. People might say, why do you listen to that guy? All he does is yell and scream, which he doesn't do as much as he did. Blah, blah, blah. And then he tried to tell people what to do. He told people they had to do this or they were dead to him. And nobody would ever, 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 ever think about saying that to him. And I understand, I'm going to say I understand why he did it. He is in a panic about this case. Totally understand. I thought yesterday was an opportunity to say, hey, you know, I kind of understand you have a different strength. You can go and do this and that would be helpful. Or if you just told your viewers or listeners, like where they could find these documents and what they can do, just spread the word in that way. Instead of coming in, and she said exactly what I did yesterday. He came in hot. He came in hot and just, and for minutia, for the tiny little pieces of things, not the big picture.
Right.
But she did a great, she's like, she was standing up for her girlfriend. What two consenting adults do is none of my business. Like she addressed everything. And I don't even remember all the things, but like yesterday, we were all like, how could he say this? How could he say that? And she's not bogged down in that, which I really appreciate because you know what? People communicate in different ways. But what we heard was, I feel like we heard somebody who was really freaking out about stuff, saying things in a way that didn't come across well to a lot of women probably. But at the end, I kind of heard them like building a bridge back to things. Now, whatever that thing may be that it comes back to, like Jess has already had plans to restructure her business. And she had already talked to all of us about 24 on 24 like a month ago. And people were kind of like freaking out. Like, what do you mean you won't be driving around talking? What? We want you to drive around and talk because we got to drive to work and we want to hear you. Okay, well, maybe you can drive around somewhere else. And then I feel like when Derek wasn't going to be working at, what's the name of the place? Society anymore. I'm like, this is a sign. This is the sign. 24 on 24 has changed. We're changing. And so I don't think because it changes, she already had this plan. It's not because anybody drove anybody out of anywhere, because Jess Machado doesn't get driven out of a space. She plants her feet firmly and speaks her mind. And one thing that Nurse Kim said that I can relate to is people are very often very intimidated by strong women. And Jess is strong. She has a big platform. She is not afraid to say whatever the hell she wants to say. And I salute her for that. So again, I think that if whatever she does, it turns out to be a completely different look, it's because she chose it to be a completely different look. And I also want to say, remember back in Florida when she was on vacation and she still did 24 on 24 and all of us were in the chat while she was on the balcony on her vacation, connecting with her fans.
Right.
That is when we had just gone through some betrayal by a mod of hers. And we had Patrick Ford in the chat. Like everybody hated Patrick Ford. Today I wrote Patrick Ford for president, Montante for vice president, you know? And they're like, no, this isn't a war. I was like, wait, I already signed up under Patrick Ford's army. Wait, do I have to get rid of my war water? What is happening here? So I want to shout out all the guys who stood up for Jess and for the bunnies while the bunnies were getting thrown down the bunny hole. You know, I really think I was so happy to see, you know, Montante showing this is how you stand up. Jeff saying, you're not going to talk to my wife like that. You know, I'm not having that. And whatever happened in that damn chat, I don't care. It's over with. It's done. And we got bigger fish to fry.
Oh, I love Publis Rising. Yep, that one. You clicked on it at the same time.
We did.
You
We
can
clicked
read
it
it.
at the same time. Pat Ford
Well, I clicked on it with my eyes.
oh. Pat Ford was not the mod we wanted. He was the mod we deserved. And at the time, you know, let's not forget that Moonsy over here got banned and was like gone from the spaces. I mean, was gone from the chat. But we have gone on. I have forgiven him for that. Have you forgiven him for that, Moons?
Yes, absolutely. But I still have a little bit of trust issues. Like,
Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing.
he's still,
But if
yeah.
I'm there. I'm there because I think he has that judgment. I think, but I'll run it by Kane.
I read
I'll run
it
it by Kane first, okay? But he's only 10% accurate, so I'm not sure.
I read a comment in the chat this morning that was like, I think it was Pat Ford, then Kane, then Minners. It was like the line.
Who said that? Who said that? I'm sorry.
Or no, it was, maybe, I don't even remember. It was like Pat Ford, Kane, Jake, Minners, something like that. I don't know. It was like they were ranking all the KMS guys.
Yeah.
And Pat Ford had hit the top. He banned me accidentally, supposedly. He was apparently trying to tag me, like use the handle, the @ symbol, to reply to my comment, my question, and apparently he banned me. So,
well,
we'll never know whether it was deliberate or not, but we've had this, him and I have had this sort of, you know, brother-sister argument. We banned him from the Facebook group, and I am a mod in the Facebook group. And so when I banned him, of course, you know, it tells you like your name and you banned so-and-so on this date. I screenshotted that, and I have been replying to like a variety of his posts with that. And ever since he's been in good graces, he has wanted to try and get back in. And I thought we had a conversation where we decided like he was going to be let back in, or he was going to be welcome in, I guess, on the first time, you know, for the first time.
Yes. Well, I'm advocating
me
that.
Like last week.
I told him that I would. Go ahead.
He tagged me again. I think it was this week or last week, that he was still banned. And I was like, oh, I did not realize that. So I went in, I took him out, and I told him, okay, you're good. And Noodle tells me he's in. So I haven't, although one of the other mods did message him and say, okay, you're in, but we have trust issues, so you're on a tight leash.
He's on the tightest of leashes. In fact, there's one that he can get his own leash. It's available in the merch store.
It was the day that the leashing comment, I think, was made, or the morning after the leash comment. So
between watching you ladies and my Astros, I am having a hard time concentrating, LOL. Well, you'd have a hard time concentrating even if you weren't watching the Astros. One, because we don't always say it as clearly as we want, because we're trying to, put together these sentences of all this crazy shit. And for me, I haven't really thought about this in months and months. But apparently Purple posted something, which I'm almost afraid to see. And let me just say one thing about Pat Ford. If he had to wait, that's just fine, because you had to wait to get back in. And if you guys remember our beginning song, intro song, and it had Purple up there talking about Pat Ford, no, he banned her on purpose. And he goes on and on. I mean, he was pissed. A lot of people were about him doing it intentionally. Whether he's done it intentionally or not, we're celebrating Nurse Kim Jess Machado Day. All the white flags are up. We're all good. Everything's fine. Oh, yeah. Well, this is true. This is true. I honestly think it was deliberate. He would have come out and admitted it because he loves to troll. And I feel that that's why he would have done it. So, yeah, he appeared at a time when we needed him. He appeared on the balcony in Florida when Jess was gifted her beautiful vacation by a fan who loves her. And boy, does that piss people off. People don't like it that she gets a lot of gifts and that people care about her and want to do things for her to the point of an expense paid vacation for her and her family. That, people don't like it. You know what, Lisa, can you write down in the chat what it says? I say, meanwhile,
I mean, unless it's bad, like, I don't want to know if it's bad.
I'm sorry. Pat Ford needs collar merch. And I said yesterday we need muzzles. If we're really going out full suited, I really feel like we need muzzles.
So there's a comment from earlier. We all find out Will is a liar in this stream. So I'm assuming Will has not admitted that he heard it. Is that right? He's still saying
That's
to this
why
day he never heard it.
If I said there were 3 people, and I'm not going there, but what the chat is. So
right.
There were a lot of
and she does say, like, she's not speaking about Will when Nurse Kim was talking.
Here's part
but
of the
I
problem.
think Meredith did pull his name into the 3 or 4. It goes back and forth. Like, it's 3 people or 4 people.
Look, it was a direct message. Okay. It wasn't that she pulled his name. She showed a message that had his name in it, and so that's when people were denying it. I understand why. Because who was going to believe her anyway, at that time this is such a good point. Before Turtleboy points at Jess's personality flaws, he needs to clean up his side of the street. I believe that's true about everybody. Because in the chat of Nurse Kim's lovely, heartfelt peace on earth, I am telling you what I did. There was apparently, I saw a lot of positive comments too, but apparently there were many hateful comments. And you know why? Because 1, people are dumb and they don't understand what happened, nor do they care. They are here for many reasons. Maybe they hate Turtleboy. Maybe they really are anti-Free Karen Reed. We don't know. Maybe for whatever reason, they also think, crying woman is emotionally manipulative. That's cool. But you need to shut your mouth. My new theory is just shut your mouth when you're in I'm all in for mods right now because there is such a movement on to shit on people in the chat. And for people that are there for the right reason, who are subscribers, who are there because they really care about the topic, it is very distracting. And the other thing that I've seen happening is people who are creators who you think, because you've seen other presentations they've done, and maybe they're like, people like a professional, like maybe a private investigator or something like that. Like, you would think that they check out things before they stir up controversy in their chat aimed at individuals. That's just my opinion. Like, now is the time to grow up and move forward. And if you don't like it, get the hell out. You don't need to be here. If you don't like the fact that Kim and Jess are friends, or that Jess and Turtleboy had some kind of disagreement that they will no doubtedly work through, bye-bye. You don't have to be here. Or at least could you put a disclaimer in your presentation that that's what you're going to do, that you're not going to use any facts or the opinions of the people that are directly involved, and instead you're just going to add your 2 cents as a way to divide. Okay, I'm off my soapbox now. Thank you.
So this was from earlier. this is about Nurse Kim's job. He showed it on his channel with 165 looking. I think I do remember that. I think I was watching that. And you know, what's funny is I think I've actually interviewed with her hospital system.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. That one was old. I don't know what that was about. So I guess thinking back to when Nurse Kim had her first phone conversation with Aidan to talk about the mean tweets for the Wilbur, I saw in the chat a lot of questions about why do we think he showed or he played the recording, the audio, I guess we'll call it. He was obviously upset when he started the phone conversation. She could see that. And he still proceeded to play the audio. Why do you think he did that versus just saying, I had a bad conversation with Karen and I'm upset?
You mean when he played it for Nurse Kim, why didn't he say what it was? One, because why would he say that? Why would he implement? I mean, like, why would you do that? Like, I think he wanted to get.
Like, why do you think he felt the need to play the audio for her to hear it?
Because, like, the same as I would for a friend when I heard it. Like, am I crazy here? What the fuck am I hearing here? You know, like, I can't believe it. Like, he felt betrayed, right? He felt betrayed. Let's think back to that. How did you feel when you were betrayed? And could you put a little bit of that mindset to what's going on here? You know, people have felt betrayed and nobody came in and told them, you suck. You know, they ran around and covered up and protected the best that they could, and caused divide between themselves that weighed on them heavily, as we heard from Nurse Kim tonight. So yeah, I think he did it because it also showed to me, if she was done with him and he then had to, like, this was going to come out that she was done with him, he also had a chance to show his friends, like, maybe she sounded like a bitch or whatever. I don't remember the recording. Honestly, I don't even know if I listened to the whole recording. Yeah, well, so
Tay asks, can we also talk about why he is playing an illegally recorded conversation knowing that it could violate him?
Because he's playing it for
go against his bail.
People that he trusts, and Meredith lets out the text message where I guess he's telling her.
Do you really feel like he trusts Nurse Kim if they've never spoken on the phone? They didn't even have each other's phone number?
Wait a minute. When I don't remember when the recording was shared. It was after the Wilbur, right?
No.
It was before the Wilbur?
Before. Yeah. She explains that they exchanged phone numbers in a DM because he needed to talk to her about the Wilbur.
Yeah.
That is when she heard the recording.
Well, okay. So I will say to you, I would probably share a recording with you. And I haven't met you in person. And I'm going to go back again to having a connection with somebody. And I do feel like there was a connection. Why would he have her at the Wilbur to do the mean text if he didn't watch her and know who she was? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there was a connection, and she is a trustworthy person. I mean, I don't know Kim. I've never met her before in my life, but I feel like she's very trustworthy. I feel the same about Jess.
So you don't feel like there was any degree of manipulation?
I don't even know what you mean. Tell me. I don't know. Manipulation by him?
Yeah.
No. I feel like he was insecure.
Well, he had just... Right. He had just heard from Karen that he was not getting his interview that he wanted, that he was waiting on. She was going to go on Howie Carr. I'm assuming that's what this conversation was about, where he recorded her and she was angry and yelling at him.
Okay, it was around the Howie Carr time, because remember when she did talk to him, because he called her because he was down bad because of the Howie Carr interview. He was really upset about the Howie Carr interview, understandably, because your friend just stabbed you in the back. I get it.
Right.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned,
but why couldn't he just say, I talked to Karen. She told me this. I'm very upset.
Because the people don't operate
Why
that
did
way.
he have to play to
be validated, to feel better about the fact that he got fucked over? I mean,
to be validated. I think you hit it.
Are one of the
you hit it.
Who don't reveal people's text messages. Noted. Who don't reveal people's private conversations. Noted. Not everybody is like that. And in a way, I don't think he did it.
That's not true. I actually did recently.
Okay, well, I can't trust you anymore then. No, I'm done with you. Because this is how Moons operate.
It was urgent. It was urgent.
You violate her once, she never forgives, which is why Patrick Ford is kind of like always going to be in her back pocket. And she'll kind of threaten you. She'll threaten you and like, go along to get along.
Yeah.
Or you're done, bitch. Like that's like she's much meaner than you people know. All right. And
my loyalty and my trust are not to be taken advantage of. If you do that, you're dead to me.
Right. It's true. She laughs because she laughs like she's gonna hang you up outside in a tree, because she would. Like that is how. Yeah, she's not playing. She's not playing. So
it's my childhood drama.
I know that. Okay. I'm talking about the here and now. We can't bring in the past right now. Okay. We can't. So we have seen him. Listen, when you're also in a position, I'm not trying to make excuses, but here he is in a place where no one has ever been before. He is facing charges. He has been loyal, as far as we know, to Karen Reed. And according to Alan Jackson, is the reason that this case was heard around the world. He credits Turtleboy with that over and over and over again. And then you find out that bitch is going to stab you in the back and go on Howie Carr. Okay, his ego was hurt. And again, I'm going to say that at the time, he didn't know everything in his phone was going to be released to the world. And he felt safe that he could, I don't know that he did. No, we don't know. Do you guys know you're a YouTube featured right now? No, but I don't even know what that means. But thank you for telling us.
I don't either, but I think it means like we're doing good, like with the algorithm. And so it like features you. So like when people go to like youtube.com, like maybe we show up on the first page. I don't know. I don't know if that's really what it is, but Jess has been featured a few times.
Yes. In fact, one time
something
was going on and she was like, I don't think I should be talking about that. And I texted her.
Thank you, Laura.
You're being featured right now on YouTube. I don't think she saw it.
Yeah.
Because,
yeah.
That bitch doesn't respond to her text.
But that was like a bunny after dark, I think.
Yeah. Did you hear what I said? Yeah. Okay.
See, look, it's working. First time listening, making changes too.
Thank you for being here. And you might want to put it on 1.5 because Moons talk so slow that it might just kill you. Yeah. Okay. Feedback.
Yes.
Feedback. Pat Ford is always on Moon's shit list. I'm sure he understands why. Yeah. Love Moons. Hey, don't get all like Moonsy up in here because I can get rid of you people. Does anyone go and give a thank you to mainstream media for covering a story? No, I don't think. And you know what? I didn't hear Alan Jackson, not just in Turtleboy's interview, but in an interview with Billy. Is it Billy Bush? That's his name, right?
Yes.
He goes on and on and on about how great Turtleboy is, Turtleboy this, Turtleboy that. And they couldn't have done it without him. So and the fact that he's facing charges for what he did and how unfair it is. So again, I'm going to say, how do you know Turtleboy isn't talking to Karen Reed right now? How do you know? I'm going to leave it there. But speaking of how do you know, in this whole melee of things that happened, in my opinion, JFK show off, James Jackson, they took a hit for this because of the whole Karen Reed going in the chat and dropping a message. For me, I didn't believe it was true. I was like, that's not Karen Reed, until Turtleboy told me it was true. At some point, he said, yes, that was her. Now shut up about it. Not to me personally, but he said it. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Have I been thinking they're crazy and they're making this whole thing up and it really was her? Other things that happened at that time was Nurse Kim went to their show and denied everything and was like, and they were like, what? What? You did hear it. You heard it. No, I didn't. God bless her. She was standing behind Turtleboy. Will went in the chat, and all I remember is that is when the whole LTL and Crawford shit was going on, and they also went to JFK. I know what happened. JFK was trying to mediate the shit that was going on between Will and I think LTL. And it was a dismal fail. I mean, they tried, but it was bad. And then they also went after Ray unjustly. And, you know, all kinds of things happened back then that happened in September and October of 2025. And then when Kim says she made the t-shirt, Turkey and Meth, which a lot of people, you know, like, ha, 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 that's funny. Well, it wasn't funny to James Jackson. So she apologized to him because you know what? When you apologize sincerely, when nobody makes you apologize, that matters. At the same time, Turtleboy said something, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was about James Jackson's girlfriend who had passed away. And it was not nice what he said. And he said, I will never apologize for it. And so then, you know, that's war. That's war. That's the whole JFK thing. And I'm probably leaving a lot out. But then, so a lot of things happen when people say things, they don't apologize. Nobody tries to make them apologize. But yet, I just think I saw recently Turtleboy shouting them out for doing, like, bringing to light his case. Because they will say, even if we don't like him, he's not guilty. Even if we don't like him, we need to fight for him. It's the First Amendment. And if you don't think it's going to affect all of us if we don't fight for him, because they try and shut down YouTube people all the time for saying stuff, which, you know, you have to go by the terms of service for YouTube. But, you know, it seems unreasonable. And so their point was, we're not friends with him, or we're not best friends with him or whatever, but we believe in his cause. We believe in the fact that his case needs to be free. He needs to be free. So that was their take. And then Turtleboy messaged something the other day, or put something on X thanking them, I think, right? Didn't he thank them?
Yeah. He shared their post on X that had their YouTube link for an episode that featured his case.
Right. And that is the night that we put in our very first go to somebody else's channel when you leave here. What is that called?
Like a redirect?
Yeah, we redirected you guys
everybody
to JFK. Because I used to be like, I used to be 100%, 110%. I mean, I've talked to JFK on the phone before about the YSL trial.
Really?
For like a long ass time. I remember talking to him for like 40 minutes or something. And I've also talked on his show before when they have the people up there. Like I've talked. So has Mo West. Right. Like people have talked on there. We've also seen people talk on there that you're like, could you please stop? Because what you're saying ain't true. But anyway, That happens everywhere. Because guess what? When somebody comes on your show, unless you're going to run over and tackle them and they say shit that you don't want them to say, you know what? It's the internet. You say something you didn't say. And then somebody like Jess, that happened to her with J7. And I happened to be there at the same time. Jess apologized. She's like, I think she shut her up and said, don't do that. And then apologized for it. And then all that shit happened, which we're not getting into. But all I'm saying is we sent you there because JFK and I feel bad that I don't remember the exact feet, but I'm going to say 25,000 feet. You're going to fly there. I love the music. He is not monetized because he doesn't care. He is there. He wants to be able to talk about what he wants to talk about and also play the music that he wants to play. So he'll have these jam sessions of music, which, I loved and a lot of people love. And when we went there the other night, I think it's significant to say that they were talking about Jay Brill's experience of videoing, and I'm going to forget his name. I'm going to have to tell me.
Oh, you always ask me this. And I'm going to butcher it. It's like
the guy who was unalived by the 6 police officers who were on top of him and he couldn't breathe. And Jay
I don't
Brill
want to say it and then mispronounce it.
Well, somebody will put it in the chat and then I'll be able to pronounce it, but I don't know I can't remember. But anyway, when we dropped in there, Jay Brill was like reliving that experience. And it was very Francis Gigliotti. Gigliotti?
Yeah.
Gigliotti.
Something like that. Yeah.
Gigliotti.
Thank you. Making changes too. See? First time here. They know what we're talking about.
So Jay Brill can be, I'm never going to forget him with Turtleboy at the Kelsey Fitzsimmons thing. Yeah, but also that's between them. But when I heard him on there, and telling how bad he felt for now, like having that video and having been there and videoed it, he feels bad about it. I felt a lot of trauma. I heard him sounding traumatic because can you even imagine if that happened? So I did not expect to drop into their chat and have Jay Brill be talking about this and me be saying, oh my God, I feel like maybe we shouldn't be here right now because I don't want to intrude and have everybody say, hey, Ocean Moon's Live sent us here, because that's how I felt. It was very personal and whatever. But I also thought, what an amazing time to drop in and hear that. And he was also talking about videoing things in general like that. And unfortunately, I feel like we always have to be ready to video. We have to be ready to video Turtleboy leading a peaceful march in under the Constitution. He's having a peaceful march, happens to be using a megaphone, and thank God that was videotaped. Thank God a lot of things are videotaped. So I feel like it's never wrong to video, anything that you see happening in the public. And that's my soapbox for the night.
Appreciative. Thank you so much for your 10. I love seeing you in the chat. I see you all the time. Thank you for being here. Quintessence, thank you for your 10. So Appreciative said Machado's interview was today. Yes, that's correct. With Jennifer. And I don't know if we're going to get to that today, but definitely tomorrow. If you didn't see it, Post Woke World is the YouTube channel. Really good interview. I love Jennifer.
I wrote in the chat, amazing to hear somebody use the words perspective. And there was another word that she used. I don't remember what it was, but it's related to perspective.
I saw your comment.
Because I said to you today, how many times in the past month have I said, what from their perspective, blah, 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 blah. And all these heated comments and shit talking, either they don't even think about the fact that maybe you should look at it from somebody else's perspective before you run your mouth. Maybe you should fact check before you run your mouth. Or maybe you're just going to get deleted, because if you don't, then nobody wants to fucking hear you now. Okay. We've heard you. We've seen you. You don't go here. Go over to your own hate space. I mean, that's how I feel.
And I don't know, like, do people still care about how people like perceive them? Do people still care about their reputations? Because when you're in a chat and you're like making these sort of like allegations.
Oh, you do? Do you do the haters there? No.
Right. The trolls. Like, we clearly know you haven't fact checked. We clearly know that your statement, your allegation is fueled by hate.
Mm-hmm.
The arguments are just ridiculous. And honestly, I see questions about the receipts that have been provided and yada, yada, yada. I don't know what to tell you. Like, they're all out there. If you want to search Jess's channel, they're all out there.
I don't listen about receipts. Fuck the receipts. Because you know what happens after they've all been provided? Somebody says, yeah, I saw the receipts, but she did this, and this, called moving the goalpost. So all the receipts have been
I saw it today. Yep.
And
I saw it today. It was like, but what about how she treats other people?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly.
You know, it's always something. It's like, but.
Yeah.
Quintessence.
I'm sorry.
I didn't read the comment.
Listen, don't yell at me, because I've Patrick Ford.
I've been trying to do it like 5 times.
I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Thanks for your intelligent insight and fun content. Thank you for your 10, Quint. Another handle that I have seen very often lately. I don't know if you're new or if you just came out of the darkness and became verbal. I don't know, but I see this handle a lot, and I really like their comments. It's like they're very insightful. I do, because
I know, but people don't necessarily come out of the darkness, is what I'm saying. You know, like, wherever you came from, we're glad you're here. Thanks for coming out of your coffin. I don't know what that means. I'm just kidding. Oh, yes. I think this is a response to this.
I'm gonna go up
Wait a second.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up there. I'll be right back.
Okay. I got it. Was that what you were going to say? Do I have it? This one, in response to Quintessence. And then we are supposed to tiptoe around them to keep the peace. Also, then we are fat bunnies. We are stupid bunnies. We are I hate the bunnies, who are also turtles. But that doesn't matter, because fuck your subscribers. That's what I heard yesterday, too, in the interview. And I don't mean us. I mean, if that's your attitude, that you don't care about your subs, then you don't care that they are bunnies and turtles. And I was so concerned about that, because I thought, oh, he's going to lose people, because when you go in the chat will rip you up because they know you're a bunny. And the fact that you're also a turtle, they don't care about. But probably he doesn't know that. But I learned that it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter. I actually found Jolene a long time ago. Love her, but depends on what she's covering. Agreed. Well, I just listened to her for the first time, and I want to say it was yesterday. I mean, wait, we played her on our show the other day, a small clip. And guess what? Moons doesn't even remember it. Like this morning, I kept saying, we listened to her. And she said, well, I don't remember it. And I didn't have time to go and find it, but we did. We listened the other day to a small clip where she said something like nice about these two ladies, and she was talking about us. And I hadn't heard more than just that. But yes, Jolene is funny as hell. And guess what? I just want to say, there's so much we're going to say about Jolene. We are still going to do that, right? Like, I mean, you're here. I told you I wanted to play you something.
Yeah, I think we should do that versus the interview. The interview is probably longer than.
Yeah, we're not going to do the interview right now. We'll do the interview, but not
okay.
Because you can also go back to her website or her YouTube channel, and we'll put a link. Don't ask me to do that, Moons. Don't try and embarrass me, okay? I don't know. I won't be able to do it. You two have been great for my mental health this past week, and that's Jennifer 601T. Thank you so much. You know what?
Thank you, Jennifer.
You guys have been great for our mental health this week. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't know what you and I would have done. You know, I don't know that our phone conversations would have gotten us through, you know, the past 3 weeks or so.
Yeah. And so
I think it really helps to like
to see
other and
perspectives, right? Like, because if I'm telling you my thing and you're telling me yours, the problem is, again, just because we're friends and just because in the end, like we believe all the same stuff, we haven't gotten there following the same path because there really isn't a path. So you have to have found certain things and read them or watched them to and find out that they are true in order to get there. So that's why if Moons hasn't heard something back about this story, there are a million times where she knows everything about something else. I'm like, well, I have no idea. Like today I was like, interview? Where's that? Who's that? I don't know. Because I just forgot. I had a lot of shit in my head last night because it started with Jolene. And listen, Moons, I'm just going to tell you, you always want feedback and criticism. And I say to Moons, let's not say criticism because that's negative. And then I get my, then I feel like I'm going to be, you're judging me. And she's like, bitch, it's criticism. Okay. Just take it, suck it up. I know she seems like the sweet one and I'm the mean one, but it's not always like that. Okay. Also, she talks so slow that she will put anybody to sleep. And she will be the first to say it. She has told you many times, speed her ass up.
Because I'm like, how do y'all listen to me? You got a replay crew. Yes. Get out of the chat. Go replay crew on 2X because I cannot listen to myself.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I might be a little old. I had 20 years of drinking, alcoholism, whatever you want to call it. And I had a brain injury as well. A traumatic brain injury.
Jolene, I just want you to know that Moons has had a traumatic brain injury. It's documented. However, I will not let her release her medical records, Valerie. Okay? No to that. And so I know that she's processing things, and but you're going to have to speed it up anyway because apparently we look like.
Aaron says Moons is thoughtful with her word. That is so true. It's me thinking like my filter is so thick. I have a really thick and effective filter on this mouth.
Yeah. Sorry. And also, she always thinks she's right too. Okay. There's that. There has been a safe space. Oh, this has been a safe space for me. Thanks for that, ladies. And no,
thank you, Barbara. Thank you.
Laura, I think you mean the chat, Jolene's chat, maybe? Is that what you mean? I love
our chat because I told them to get out of the chat and go replay crew on 2X. That's why she's saying that.
Kidding. I mean, you don't always know that she's kidding. You gotta have cipher through it. All right.
Never believe a word I say. The 20% accurate, never even believe that either.
Right. Make your own mind up.
So are you going to play Jolene?
Yeah, but hold on. There was one person in here that said something about Jolene and the criticisms. Hold on. I just wanted to play that one thing.
Do you want me to? I want to.
Well, somebody
you can find it. You can find it.
Somebody said something about it. It's kind of, this one. That sucks that she was making fun of you too. It also blows for a bigger creator to punch down, especially to people who are trying to be fair and balanced and who've been doing it a month. Jolene, It's a month, but honestly, I'm so excited that she found us and she's going to save us, Moons. And I already signed up and I said that we would. And so don't get mad. Don't cry, Moons. Okay. I know you haven't seen this, but I'm just preparing you. All right. So guys, I love Jolene. Now it's not going to seem like she loves us during some of this, but it's okay. And we're going to start out, and our dear friend J7, who has been known to irritate the fuck out of people, starts right out of the gate with irritating the fuck out of everybody in that chat. Okay.
In the chat.
Oh my God. Like they're like, and you know what? Kudos to her, because it is one of my favorite things to do when you go in and you act like, oh, I love you guys, and drop 20 memberships and then come back. Oh, I love you guys so much, even more after she told me to leave and never drop anything. Here's 40 more. Like on the one hand, how is she's never done that here either. I just want to have, I mean, she's dropped some memberships, but not like, come on. We've seen her do it in chat rats. We've seen her drop the big number.
The more you piss her off, the more she sends.
All right. Well, that bitch is about to get it by Jolene. All right. And I'm here for it. So it's all right. So I knew that first of all, Jess is not real happy with how she's being portrayed. On the other hand, right. I'm going to say Jess is now like a cult figure with all of these people. They cannot get enough of Jess Machado. They can't get enough of her, really. They call her Jess Macchiato. Yep. And Kana, I love it, Jess Macchiato. You know, I mean, they know all about the order.
Better than Muchado.
Okay, well, they might say other things, but the main name is Jess Macchiato, and it's all for her morning coffees. And you know what I love about that? They're all listening. All of the haters are listening to her every word. They're there for her order in the morning, Hashtag we love you, Derek. Anyway, so I'm gonna play this, and I might not end up at the exact right place. So just call me Nurse Kim. And we end up where we end up. You like what's Melanie Little say? I'm not here to please everybody. You get what you get. And you don't, I don't know what she says. All right, I'm going to go do this, and I have to go out to do it.
You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
And you don't complain. All right.
You get what you get, and you don't. There was another one. Colleen. So I think her real name is Colleen, but she calls herself Judge Jolene. Is that correct?
Okay. So I just want to point out that Moons, in addition to speaking slowly, she also has no memory, because we did play something and I thought she was a real judge. And to me now she is. Judge Jolene, I thought you were a real judge. And so I was listening like, oh my God, there's a judge talking about us. And I tried to go back into her chat to thank her like the next day. And I thought, oh my God, I will be ripped from bunny limb to limb in there. I'm not going. But honestly, she has so many good points about us, and I really appreciate it. And Moons loves
I want to hear it.
She lives for it.
I do.
All right. And I'm not sure.
I do.
I think this is.
And you ask me for criticism, I will give it to you, and I'll be honest.
Okay, I don't ask, and she delivers it anyway. Okay, I'm like, could you just say feedback, boss? All right.
Scott messages me after every live stream.
What does that mean? Oh, you forgot to tell them.
He wants feedback. He wants criticism.
I thought you meant after hours that he messaged you.
No, after him and Karen's. Yeah.
One thing you left out, and I did listen to a lot of it, what you were saying. And Scott, I'm sorry I wasn't here. And I want to have you back, Scott, to do a real interview, because man, some of those questions were just terrible. Okay. But it's okay. With Moon's first interview, I was like, what? I would have gotten out of here by now, but that's okay. That's okay. We're in a learning.
Time to prepare.
It's okay.
And my co-host was MIA.
Nobody wants to hear about your kid's haircut. Okay. But that's all right. Well, that's all right.
Well, and I gotta like,
It's
I gotta
okay.
remember that story because I really forget like what he said.
He wanted
it
a
was
hot
really
girl,
funny.
is what he was saying. He basically wanted his hottie
No,
inside there.
I
You know,
can't remember what he
Right,
said.
we're not going back because
I can't
nobody
remember what he
cares. Look, that's my feedback. Now it looks like if I open this, there's going to be like 50 screens. Does that what it looks like to you? I don't want that. Why does it look like that?
Yeah. Why does it look like that? Oh,
I
you're
don't-
showing StreamYard. Is that why it looks like that?
Oh, let me get
I
out of
have
here.
no idea.
Let me
you showing-
delete this. Hold on. Why isn't it letting me take it off there? Stop screen. Stop screen. Okay. Now let's try this again. I am going to, this is what I usually do. I go to the place first. Oh my God, it's not there. Oh, history. Oh, here we go. And it's called the exit interview. All right. The name of this part of Jolene's
Is there an echo?
okay, hold on. Say what now?
Oh, maybe there was an echo. I don't know.
All right, I think it'll be better now. So I'm going to add it from here and I'm going to do it from my computer.
Can you text it or can you just tell me?
Can you hear it right now? I could hear something. I don't know if it's at your house or what. You don't trust
I'm on
me?
mute.
You don't trust me? All right. Well, this is my last attempt and then I'll text it to you. Okay. Oh, why does it keep coming up to? Okay, let's try this. Can you see that? Or no? Could you see? No, you can't see it. All right. Oh, hold on a second. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Can you add that to the stage? Because I can't. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. All right. So we're going to enter into Jolene. She's kind of in mid-sentence. And then watch out because a menace arrives shortly thereafter. Okay.
And we got Jake's the woman who loves a man named Jake. They spent five. Okay. It's time to go to bed. Time to go to bed. J369, damn, you're fine. Grab
I
a tool.
love her sound effects.
Yes. She's going to
Okay.
teach us. I mean, because
Listen to Jakey's.
I'm her
It
friend.
says Venmo Jeff sees for guitar picks and Celsius. not his Venmo.
She put his Venmo right on up there.
Is that his Venmo?
Yep.
Yep.
So if you want to Venmo Jeff, I'm not a hater. You guys want to give Jeff some money? Go ahead. Jeff Machado 1208. What's 1208? There's got to be some significance there. Is that his birthday? December 8th? What's going on there? I'm sure J369 damn you fine knows all about it. Knows his social. Allegedly his blood type. Okay.
I'm sure.
Maybe they're gonna swing. You guys swinging?
Oh my gosh.
You gonna
Kristen.
You gonna tag team
What?
Hefe?
I can't
Okay,
see
stop
the
it.
comments.
She says
Not nice.
pathetic. You know his Venmo. That's her
Yeah.
shtick.
Oh, hold on. Wait a
She's been
second.
doing that
Hold
since
on.
day one.
Hold on
You
a
can
second.
send Jeffy. Why
Wait.
can't Jeffy get
Queen
a
Valerie
Celsius, Donna?
saying nobody's
No,
sending him a Venmo.
No. Maybe we'll all Ven. I don't want him to punch me. He's throwing out punches allegedly. Okay. So let's give me a thumbs up as soon as you hear this. We're just going to listen to a little bit more and then we'll go
Okay,
into her
Jen, thank you for your 10. Got to meet those goals. Thank you.
I just want to say, listen,
Okay,
said,
this might be. I
How
think
do
this is when she has.
Damn.
This is when she has 20 minutes of silence. Oh, come on, Jessica.
Stance.
So hold on a second before I play this. When she's reading, if Moons is reading the comments up there, these are people that are now Jolene's biggest fans. They're in there every night. So you guys should be in there every night too. I'm serious because she's funny as hell. And she needs their true story because guess what? Her source is Valerie. All right. Valerie.
Yeah.
Valerie has been the one dropping all the hits to her. And of course, she picks out just what she wants. And so Moons, she doesn't like you very much.
It's gross. We have got
I
your
think
back.
it expired, but it's all good. I'll still play the song.
Community, you have been great
Thank
to me,
you.
but it's time for me to move on. I hope everybody understands.
She's also quitting the Karen Reed community. So you guys, time to say goodbye. All right, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. She's leaving. She's leaving Las Vegas. She's done. She's moved on. She's graduated. She's leaving you losers behind. You guys are all losers. You like covering court cases, she said, that are old and boring and depressing. And she's got life in her and she's got segments and she says she does skits. Does she do skits? She goes, I do skits. Okay, I pound a large whole milk macchiato white chocolate latte schmate. That's a skit. That's a skit.
I'm Derek in real life, but not here.
She saw Derek, I think.
So the other thing, so I thought we were close to being done with this. And then Aidan does this thing and it's almost just like, you know, he's in the water at the beach and kicks up the sand and now the water's murky again. So we now have like these other side things happen. Oh, hi, Mothy. You want to go outside? So now we have this other side shit that's going on. Whatevs. I mean,
Listen, Turtle.
I'm great. What's the right way to say this? I'm not saying I'm grateful.
No, we know you would never say you're grateful. She's like, I would never say that I'm grateful. What's the word I'm thinking? Thankful, grateful. No, I'm entitled. Entitled.
The silver lining of everything that has happened is that there's a lot of clarity on where I belong here, and it's not here. You know, there are people who have left the Karen Reed worlds, right? And were kind of pushed out, or people stopped listening to them, or people found out who they really were, or they changed sides, or whatever. You know what I mean? But I don't know anybody who has willingly just stepped away from it all by choice. And I am like definitively stating that I'm leaving this by choice. It's not for me anymore. It is not what I talk about.
I mean, let's. Are you leaving it by choice, or is it kind of like time? Because you guys. I'm gonna check the sub count. Last I checked, I think she's down more. Oh.
All right, so
no, Jessica Maki, I don't know. Oh God, you guys, she's down. Yesterday it was 10,300. Today she's down 10,200 subs. Oh my God, no! But she's just voluntarily leaving. It's not that people are running away from her channel, and she's burning bridges with every.
I'm stopping because the chat is very upset that I'm playing this. Jess has already seen this. It's because she then talks about Moons and me. Okay. So that's why. And
can we skip over the Jess stuff and just get to our stuff?
Trying to, but I don't know exactly when she starts.
I mean, clearly she's misinformed. I can already tell. There's like
no kidding. But
she's not leaving like YouTube, you know, like we've already talked about subs. Like,
okay, yeah, I understand all that, but also, if people don't like the fact that this is happening and she's getting all her information from Valerie, then you can send her clips too. She's open to that. Oh my God.
How is she getting all her information from Valerie?
Valerie is sending it to her. Oh, can you see that one that's up there?
Is Valerie her producer? Cyber Chick Boston for 10. Your subs are so sweet and lovely. I've enjoyed getting to know them during my streams. Oh, so she's getting some new subs from Judge Jolene.
Okay. And this is another reason why I wanted to play this. You guys, there's always a method to the madness. Okay. So Jolene has been told that there are certain creators that Jess bullied. Okay. And Cyber Chick Boston is one of them. That is Cyber Chick Boston, you know, the real honest lady that was running around screenshotting everybody's stuff and, you know, a chaos agent, that she was being picked on. And so Jolene has told her followers to go and sub to her, which, you know, that's fine. That's great. Now, wait a minute. When do we see? I don't know exactly when it is. I'm having a dismal fail right now because I can't find the
Look
exact.
at the transcript.
Good idea.
Can you search
Thank
the
you for that.
transcript?
Thank you for that. Yes. I can, but I got to come out of here and search it. Okay. Talk among yourselves. I didn't mean to start a problem. Okay. That's why I'm leaving, you guys. I'm leaving.
I hear some resentment, Noodle.
What? What? At me? She's mad at me?
Noodle says Cyber Chicken. Who told Jess she was concerned about me? That was one of the text messages.
Oh yeah. Well, why don't you just talk about that woman for a minute? How about that? Because
No. You know
what I mean. Like it's a bit much that she is spreading this ridiculousness. Okay.
I was one of the ones that was disappointed in how that whole thing happened. I felt like more of it needed to happen in private, which I'm starting to believe I feel like that all the time in this community. But according to Cheryl, there was a conversation that was had and she thought it was good. Everything was resolved. Jess felt differently. And so Jess went into her chat and said, hey, can we talk? Cyber Chick came to Jess's chat and said, no, I think we're good. Like we can go our separate ways. And I'm assuming that upset Jess. I don't know. In the meantime, there was information coming out that she was a mod, so she could see channel activity. And there were screenshots being traveled around of J7's chat activity. And those apparently were shared with, I'm assuming, Baker or Baker's mods. Right. And that's what ignited this whole thing. Right. Cyber Chick does deny that she did not share channel activity. I don't know. I have no idea. It just seems like it got messy and it was never sort of resolved. And now Cyber Chick is hanging out with the anti-Jess people, like expert in them. Although I have seen her in Nurse Kim's chat. I didn't see her today. I've seen her in Sparkly's chat. So.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had to find the. I don't see her transcript. Like, does everybody have a transcript?
Not always, no. Somebody said 1:15, they mention you.
1:15.
I'm assuming that's 1 hour, 15 minutes.
Oh, you know what? I know who knows. Okay, 1:15. Let me get there.
Yeah, I think Jess said something about an email that she sent her today and it was warranted. I didn't. There are times like when Jess is talking that I just not really tune out, but like we've talked about this on the show. Like I don't retain the information. Like I deem it not super important, I guess, to me, of course. And so I remember her reading something, but I don't remember like the details of it. That probably meant like it was warranted, like Staffy mom says. No bombshells.
I am so sorry, but I still don't see. I don't see it 1:15. Are we talking about part 1 interview? Like, I
go to 1 hour 15 minutes and see what they're playing.
Episode 1 called The Exit Interview Part 1.
I don't know, but you have a video up right here. Can you go to 1 hour 15?
I was just looking on my computer. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if that's it or not. Nope. Okay. I don't think it is at 1:15 is what I'm saying. But I am going there. Remember when you said, should you just text it to me? Yes, I should have. I'm
Newsy for you.
Oh, okay. I see I'm way past it on here. 118, 117, 115. I don't know. I'm going right to 115 as I'm told.
Yeah, you can also ask AI. Maybe it'll pull it
Okay.
out for you.
Oh, wait. I think it's right here. Yeah, I think it's like right a second after. All right. So you can see it.
You gotta go, Queen Valerie. Thank you for the 10. Says Queen Jolene. Ocean Behave. Thanks for the 9.89. Says hi, Jolene. Moons. Oh, you're the blonde lady. You're the Moons over my hammy. Which one are you? Moons or hammy? Hi, Jolene. Moons Miami and I. Yeah. Ocean's Moon. Okay, wait a minute. You're not Moons over my hammy? Are you guys in Miami?
Yes, we are.
Moons Miami and I agree.
Kane calls
Ocean
us
Moons Live has been
Moons
way
and
too-
Hammy.
So sad. You guys don't have to be that. I like that you know. Since we found you, we can't. Yes. Oh my God, this makes me so. I was really worried about you guys. Honestly, I know we kid, but oh my God, like you don't have to do anyone's dirty work. You can still love Jess and whatever, but just talk about whatever you want. Just free your mind, and the rest will follow. Be colorblind. Don't be so shallow. You don't have to hate Haitians. You don't have to yell at people. You don't have to wear a fur coat and go, "What the fuck are you looking at?" Oh, you're looking at the coat. Never mind. You just don't have to. You can just do whatever you are. You're free. Do you know that? You're free. You're a free woman in the world. Okay. And we are women of a certain age. We give less fucks. We exist. We do what the fuck we want. Not in like a Jessica Macchiato way. We actually do what the fuck we want. Please stay away from MLMs, pyramids. Do your own thing. Just because someone taught you how to hit live on the StreamYard, you do not owe them anything. Okay. I'm preaching. I'm sorry. I'm annoying. You can't stop laughing. We are reborn. Thank you. Shout out Queen Valerie. Seriously. We will come over, subscribe to your channel, but just don't fall into that trap of yucky, negative screaming. Yeah.
Okay.
And I just looked at you two, and you couldn't even lift your shoulders. I mean, you were like this. There were tornado warnings going off. You were about to go.
Yeah, it's this damn like mic chair situation.
Like this, like every stream, Moons over my hammy went farther down there.
Yes,
very good. And then they were
I
like,
want more freedom with my body. Like she
I
gets
think
it.
I think she's talking about me.
Oh my God, these poor women. You guys were just like,
I need
I'm not sure.
a mic like
All right, now hold on,
BBB
watch
or Melanie
this.
Little,
Watch.
like a fancy mic, so I don't have to be like all so close.
You're talking over
My house
her.
is gonna blow away. I don't even care. It's just Macchiato doing. She's being a bitch. Oh God,
I was crying.
Fight her battle. I can't.
I was crying.
You make it like you're a woman and you're just gonna simp for a narcissist. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. Oh my God, I felt so bad. You guys are so cute.
Thank you.
Okay,
I
probably
love
said
Jolene.
That's what. Yeah, they were just like.
I really do. I don't like anybody in her chat. Don't tell her.
One day it was Moons a hammy just fell over. She was like, "Thanks for coming. Today we're gonna talk about."
Oh my God. I just fucking love it. I love it.
Moons a hammy. Am I? Oh, just the weight of that, like heavy, that whole milk every day.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Whole milk every day. You can't have white chocolate every day.
Oh, you gotta
That's a
listen.
clan member. That's insane.
I don't. I drink Celsius, Jolene.
She's not talking about you. Okay.
Bad. Anyway, okay.
But she will. Don't
Why
worry.
am I
She's
letting
going to
you
give you some
do
feedback.
this? Why are you letting me do this? Okay.
Oh God.
I feel like
Listen.
such a relief you're here.
She does, honestly.
I hope you're okay. I really, oh God.
Jolene,
Okay, moving on.
we love you.
Beth Kennedy,
I do. I
26.
can't
Thank you so
speak
much
for her.
for the
She's too
9.99.
slow.
Jolene, have you ever listened to a
Okay.
1 a.m. Eastern Twitter
All right.
free Karen Reed? I
Hold
don't know
on
what
a
KMS is.
What KMS
Crossover
is?
space. Is that the Kirk?
Stop sharing.
Kirk.
There's more. Wait, is it still playing? No?
No, it's
All
off
right.
the screen.
All right. So hold on a second.
Well, I will take this opportunity to thank Judge Jolene, because we definitely see her new subs over here. We see her views. Thank you.
Right. Look, this is how new we are. I don't know what the hell I'm doing over here trying to. Oh my God.
This is how new Ocean is. I'm putting her through this right now because I think I have sort of figured it out. It's time. She needs to figure this out.
See how mean she is?
Told me earlier. Yep. Mean girl.
Okay.
The boss.
I can't hear you, and it's a blessing. Go ahead and talk. I can't hear you, and that's all that matters.
Oh God.
Also, she goes into a whole rant about she's really worried about humans. Okay, for real. Because
show me. Put it on the screen. Show me.
I don't want to make them watch anything they don't want to see. Okay. Don't look at me like that. I told you I didn't know exactly where it was.
She has a PhD education. Does Judge Jolene know you have a PhD education?
Shut up. Oh my God, yes, I am. You don't know what I have. You don't know what.
I'm like a mama bird pushing the baby out of the nest.
You're a mean bird. I know why. It's on the YouTube app.
That is so true.
Oh my God.
My children knew the word independence when they were very young because I told them it's time for you to be independent.
Keep talking. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We're only 49 away from 1,000. See? Jolene's followers are helping us.
Jolene.
49.
Jolene has plans for us, and I'll be damned if I'm not going to find it, because Jolene, clearly I need you. I do. I need her.
You go to YouTube, pull up the episode. And I tell her this every day. I tell her to grab timestamps.
I shut you off again so I can't hear you. Okay. Talk away. I can't hear you. It's a blessing. Oh my gosh. Shut up.
Oceans is a smarty pants.
I think
Dr. Oceans.
I just want to say,
yeah, I agree. Jolene has the barest of knowledge of TBJM or the FKR world. She's a drama pimp. I get it. Yep. And I don't fault her for that. Yeah. I mean, she's a comedy. She's just looking for content. And apparently there's not a lot going on Bravo, I guess, because usually she does like Bravo shows. I'm not really sure, but
okay. Sweet Jesus.
Hey.
I might have found it. Okay.
This show simps off Jessica Machado. Like, if she wants to simp off our community, it's a good time to do it.
Yeah, because God, we're giving her a lot of content.
I do kind of wish she would put a little bit more comedy and not like, offending people. Like there's that fine line.
Us was hilarious. I am going to go on the bank on that one. Like the whole tornado warning, and yeah. I get that she's, you know what I mean? Like there are parts of it that are very funny. And I thought the part about us was very funny. So sorry.
Spicy Misty's behind. That's okay. I hope you're listening on 2X. That's the only way.
Whoops. I don't want to give her.
So did you give up? Yeah,
because I feel like it's just annoying people. So I'll find it. And look, I'm doing my own chat roulette here. I'm not even looking at the comments, and I'm just putting them up there. Okay, so here, look, you got to look at this from my point of view. She has shouted us out. I am not going to have Queen Valerie be in charge of what she sees about us, okay? although it was hilarious, the things that she points out, like the whole, acting out the whole tornado thing and the chair, like that all happened. And I thought her take on it was hilarious myself. And there's another part that she talks about. You don't think it's funny?
There is a transcript.
Okay, well, good. See?
Okay.
When she reviews this, she's going to say how mean you were to me. I know she will. She's going to have my back.
So did we finish the 2-hour, 15-minute mark? There's another one at 3 hours.
Okay. So
yes, no.
In the meantime, because there's an end to the story after we see the next part. In the meantime, I'm reading the chat, and actually, like, it was pretty funny. It wasn't like horrible, the chat, to me, not at all. I don't know what they were doing, but as far as when they saw my post up there, I didn't really get any negative response or whatever. And then I think also J7 was in and out of there too, taking the heat for everyone. So did you find the next part? Because the next part is
Aidan, what is the threshold for not being able to handle criticism? If I couldn't handle
criticism, what criticism can you handle?
what's the manifestation of not being able to handle the criticism?
Anything.
Okay,
Text message from Baker, and that's criticism.
That's not a real. Wait a second. The real criticism, and the real manifestation that would be like, I'm done. I'm getting off the internet. I can't fucking handle it anymore. I just wake up every day and fucking do it all over again. I start over every day. I start over every day. And if Jeffy's doesn't say that I'm good with criticism,
sorry, plug your ears until she starts reading on
the tube of his sleep apnea machine. Yeah, I just squeeze it until he's like, and I was like, Jeffy, am I good at criticism? Yes. Ocean Behave, my favorite troll, my favorite Moons Over Miami troll, who I saved.
Now people think I'm real.
How do we even Jolene saved us? At Ocean's Moons Live, bringing the dick proof. No moons left behind. Oh, God. I'm so happy I could save the troll version of Moons Over Miami. But the real Moons Over Miami, I don't think they're going to leave. I don't think they're going to free themselves. PCB Amy, good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Was that it?
No, but I can't.
No.
I don't know. The point was, at that point, like Valerie knew it was me. She knew, but other people didn't. And so they thought it was somebody trolling us. And then they were like, what about moons? What about moons? And that's why I put no moons left behind. Because you can't tell.
I don't know why, but I thought
What?
she played our show. Did she play our show or no?
She has on other episodes, but she didn't do that last night. What she did was all kinds of feedback about what we need to do, like pick up the speed, laugh, find humor.
Yep.
It was when they were going back and forth at each other. I was like, this is why we're sad. Come rescue us.
And I thought she calls me Dora. Does she call me Dora?
Other people call you Dora the Explorer. And I said,
it wasn't her.
I said, leave her backpack alone. Okay. We love Dora. We love Dora the Explorer.
Judge Jolene that called
She might have, because we've been on there every damn night. Okay. And I didn't have time to look at all of it, because what happened next was I saw all across the internet, there is a big debate. Was that us? Was that me? Was that you? So I was late because I had to go out there and touch base with Jolene and let her know I am coming. There's something that she offers, which we're not gonna play right now because I don't know where the hell it is. I just thought it was hilarious. But what I really found funny was the debate about, what does this mean? What does this mean for Ocean Moons? Oh, and there was the whole 20%. She wants to save us from having to pay the 20%. Thank you, J7, for starting that rumor. It just was a lot. And I'm sorry that I can't find it all. Oh, good. She was just talking about you both. Said hello to you because someone told her you're watching her show. Yeah.
See?
It's on tonight as well. Yes. Honestly, Jolene, nothing shouts out more that I need that session with you with just Moons and me, private StreamYard, where she is going to show us all of the damn things.
You need a lot more than a private session.
You need to shut up. But anyway, that's just me. I'll tell you what you need. You need a speech therapist, and I know one.
You need your own producer
Her
in your
name is
office.
Jen
in your
Altman.
studio.
Jen Altman is a speech therapist, is she not? Okay. I mean, don't make me have to reach out. Don't make me have to reach out.
The blonde lady's always looking over here, looking over there. She's like, what? I don't know. I don't know. And they just look pissed and sad. And I feel bad for them. And I want them to know that you don't have to do this. Whatever she has on you, it's okay. Okay.
It's a lot.
And you can talk about whatever you want. And there's fun stuff in life. And you don't have to have a channel dedicated to a 50-year-old narcissist. You don't have to. I don't know who told you had to. Just because she taught you how to hit live, go live, and end stream and StreamYard, you're free. Fly, little birdies, fly. Fly, angry blonde lady and triggered dark-haired lady, fly away. You can do it. And if you want, email me, jolenereacts@gmail.com, and I will send you directions on how to start your live and end your live. I'll even give you a free little, no, I won't charge. We can, jump on a StreamYard here privately, and I'll show you how to use all the bells and whistles so you can do whatever you want, Be free. Be free, my women.
Girl, you sturdy as hell. Speak 3 languages and I heard you read Braille.
So it's very culty. She's like, are you a woman of a...
So she clearly doesn't know Turtleboy. She clearly doesn't know Jess.
I mean, I'm not here to...
I get it. I get it.
She doesn't know. She's getting her clips from Valerie, for God's sakes. Okay.
Right. She's getting your information. Yeah. Yep.
No, she's getting
the trolls are
clips.
feeding her.
Yes. Yes.
And that's fine. I mean,
yes. Okay. See, she's going to say that
all exposure is good exposure.
Yeah, that's right. And I want to tell you something. There's a whole nother side to her where she does freaking interviews that are unbelievable. And she does a lot of other things besides, because guess what? She's a content creator. And this is her creating content. Now, we don't like it because we love Jess. I get that. But as, Jess adjacent and J7, we are up in there. So I just thought, I wanted to comment to her that, we enjoyed it. So there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Well, next time, use the Ocean Moons Live account. Oh, you said you tried, but it wouldn't let you.
See what I mean? Yeah. See what I mean? See, okay.
It's really weird that happened because I was in J7's under Ocean Moons Live and it let me send a super chat and I bought a membership.
I just want to say, okay, first of all, I fell off the toilet when peeing from laughing so much. Stop it. Okay. And you haven't even heard it all. There's so much. We'll just do a little bit every night and I'll get the right pieces and I'll have them ready. And oh my God, gentlemen, I apologize. She is a respiratory therapist. You're not wrong.
That's right. So, that's right. It's Julia. That's language, I think.
We don't need to say Julia's name. Keep it out of your mouth. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I just don't want any.
So I don't know, Noodle, were you talking about we were making you laugh or Judge Jolene was making you, or Jolene Lunzer?
Who cares?
Was making you laugh. I care.
Okay, well, you can talk to her privately. We don't need to ruin the moment for everyone. Oh my God, Jolene, get in here. Get in here. Nurse Kim has basically confirmed that what JM said about NK and Will hearing the recording is true. This is the root of Will's hatred for JM. He knows that she knows he's a liar and he's pissed about it. Yeah, that could be part of it. I think he's got you
know what? I have seen enough of everyone's true colors.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
We could do this pile-on, right? Like they've done to Jess.
Yeah, I'm not. That's why I didn't mention his name.
All you need to show me is one time And then the second time I see it, I'm usually like, okay, I've seen enough. Like, you've proven your true colors, and see, told you.
What did you tell me? What does that mean? Okay. I can't even type right now. Moons, you are killing me. I fell off because of you too. Okay. All right.
See,
but we wouldn't have been
you
laughing.
Should do those leg lifts. Strengthen those muscles so you don't fall off the toilet. I told you.
Oh my God. Okay. So it made us laugh. I thought it was funny. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. You know what?
Yeah, and like I said, she's seriously misinformed. We don't agree with, calling Jess a narcissist.
Oh,
I'm even.
I don't think you have to explain that. Do you have to explain that?
I will say. Well, apologize. Yeah,
what, you're apologizing to Jess that we played this? Yeah.
Or to anyone that's in the chat that doesn't want to watch it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, guess what? A lot of people are saying they wanted to see what was happening, but didn't want to give it the views. So we gave it one view.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand. Yeah. I just thought that for whatever reason, I thought she put us on the show. Like, I thought she was making fun of us while we were.
She does.
In the live.
She also does that. She's already done it, which is why she's going back to the whole tornado thing. That's on there. That's a different night. Yeah. Okay. She reminds me of Amy Sedaris. I don't know who that is, but.
Yeah. Shay Bay. I feel the same. Once people show me who they are, I look at them differently. Yeah. I even, like I said, even when you show it to me first, I might give you an opportunity to correct your behavior or apologize or whatever. And then once you show it to me again, what's that saying? Like, shame on me or something.
Something once.
Shame
on you.
I don't know.
If you do it twice, like if you let them do it twice, shame on me, something.
Me.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yes.
Yeah.
And thank you for this. Hold on a second. I want to say, I think we have to keep our sense of humor, laugh, be silly. Yeah.
I agree. Especially after this week, or it's been 3 weeks now. We need more laughter.
Yeah.
More fun. I really was hoping somebody called me Dora. I was looking forward to getting some Dora.
You're yelling.
Dora
Jolene, she is so mad. She is so angry.
Or a purple backpack.
Okay, so I got plenty of other people doing that for you. All right, I just didn't bring it to the table tonight, but yeah, she was just In fact, I'm not going to play her again because it seems like a lot of people are more upset by it. Sorry, Moons.
No, you're okay. Well, I'm telling you, when she covered the Turtleboy Meredith trial day, and she was talking about Purplehead, that was really funny. She went to his page and everything, and she was like, "Oh, he's got nice titties," or something like that. Like, it was really funny. I liked it. I didn't think it was,
Petty LaBelle.
or anything.
Petty LaBelle, you get it. You get it. Oceans, come back to Jolene's.
She'll be back.
Okay, I laugh. Sorry, but that is funny shit. You don't have to be sorry. You don't have to be sorry.
Belinda, I'm a Cancer. Jess is a Pisces.
Oops,
Thank
I'm
you,
sorry.
Mindy.
I'm sorry. You'd have to let me delete this one. You can put
Mindy says, "Hi, Moons and Ocean. I've been lurking. You guys are great." Well, apparently we haven't been great until maybe tonight. So welcome.
I'll just pick the ones we're going to read. Okay. Ocean's as smart as fuck. Thank you. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Laura. I see you, Laura. Thank you. Oh, Bravo just had a huge scandal with Summer House. I don't know anything about it.
I used to be a Bravo watcher and just haven't, like, the last year or so. This community sucked me in.
Hold on a second. Funeral lady. First time your show made me feel the 24 on 24 effect.
Aww.
I had dinner, helped get my daughter's stuff ready for recital tomorrow. Now in bathtub, and y'all still live. Yeah. Yep.
Aww.
We're live. And you know what? We can be controversial. And we can have people not like something. And guess what? I'm still the same person, you guys. Oh, Dora.
Ocean told me somebody called me Dora.
A whole bunch of people do. I didn't say it was from her.
Okay.
I didn't say that. And I didn't want to give that person who I used to think was a reputable creator. Huh? Don't try and get it out of me. Not telling you. Have just a whole series of shows full of hate and false information, because I think that person likes to go on TV on like Law and Crime and shows like that with Vinnie Politan and come off as somebody very informed, very fact-based, you know? So
yeah. And I really liked her, so that really disappoints me. So she's the one calling me Dora?
Oh, girl.
She's the one calling me Dora?
I mean, there's 4 hours every night about us and Jess.
Yes.
So,
hey, keep bringing them. Keep bringing the views.
It's also full
more
of
exposure.
Yeah, it's true. It's also full of complete lies. Some might even say defamation. I'm not sure. But it's a real echo chamber of hate. So that disappoints me that I'm supposed to watch anybody on Law and Crime. For God's sakes, they have had many people that we know are just, what's his name? The dude that fought with Turtleboy. Oh my God, I can't think of his name. But people have been like that on the show. But I have always thought that if you're somebody who seems very well informed about things, that you continue to be true to yourself. Now, on the other hand, she believes everything that she's presenting. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. And
that's
also,
unfortunate.
She wanted to make sure that she got in touch with Jolene to give her the right information about us. Like, don't help them. You know? Like, okay. Thank you for that. Thank you. We'll give her more clips. Yeah. She's an actress and a comedian. Remember Strangers with Candy? Nope. But I'll tell you one thing she is. She's a damn good interviewer, and she follows true crime and gives like all the information, all the documents. So, you know, I just thought of this, and I hope this doesn't hit the wrong way, but you know, Jess pisses a lot of people off. Jess, they don't like her, but other things she does, they really like. So, you know, this lady is getting views. She's making money from this. And, you know.
Yep.
We gave her 1 view. Oh, did you guys know that Jimmy told his audience to go watch Judge Jolene's show the day before she started this bashing of Jess? No, did not know. My point
no.
Is, you know, he did it purposely. But if it was beforehand, we don't know that at all. The other thing he did tell people to go watch is the lady, and I'm sorry, I don't know her name, that did the interview tonight, who was amazing. That he said she's one of his favorite YouTube people. I thought it was icky when Jimmy was absolutely raving about how Jolene was pretty much the funniest person he's ever seen, and how she gets every aspect of the situation and begging people to go there. Huh. I know. I didn't know. So I twisted your arm and drug you over there for a few minutes. Don't ever watch it. Don't do what I did. Post-woke world. Yes. Post-woke world. She did an amazing interview tonight. Would have never guessed that was her first interview. And also,
I love her.
There's something about interviewing somebody who is really in the limelight, who's really got everybody's eye on them. And I just felt like her questions were really well out. Thought out.
Totally.
Thought out. Sorry.
Yep. Belinda, we love you. Thank you for being here every day.
I'm going to read this one. Don't poke the turtle. Don't like the queen bunny. That's right. That's the Tim Pool message right there. Now we can have that on there again.
So, my husband reminded me of the story that I was trying to remember about my son and the haircuts.
Okay.
So I actually wrote this down when it happened because I knew I'd forget it. So it was in my iPhone notes. So my son says, "Hey, is that Knockouts where I get my haircut?" His twin sister says, "It says haircuts for men." And then the little sister says, "Oh, they're repeating it. Haircuts for men," and taunting him. And then my son says, "Yes, haircuts for men by women." And then his twin sister says, "What? By women?" My son says, "Yeah, men get their haircut by women, and I'm crazy into it."
I love it. I love that your husband had it all written down.
A womanizer.
Oh my God.
I had it written down because I think I put it on Facebook. Hush, Siri. Be quiet. Yeah, I think I put it on Facebook. And I wanted to remember it, so I wrote it down.
Okay, I'm behind.
Knockouts,
What was the point of Turtleboy sharing the recording with anyone? Well, we go into that in length when Moons and I have a conversation about it. He doesn't physically share it with them. He has them listen to it without being present. They didn't have the actual recording, I don't think. So it's hard.
I think it's a good question because I feel I'm leaning towards it was a tactic to get these people on his side and not on Karen's side. You have to remember, we were not divided at that point. We were still waiting on Karen to do her first interview. We thought it was going to happen with Aidan. And when he got that information, I'm imagining that really disappointed him, angered him. I'm sure it was painful. I don't know in terms of timing, did it happen right before he talked to Nurse Kim? I don't know. I don't know the time.
To me, I don't even know. To me, I understand your questioning, but I feel like we're way past that. And I don't even know why that matters right now. I think what she did tonight, which was speak her truth in defense of her friend, which is why that happened. I'm almost 100% positive that she felt like, I feel really bad that Jess got dragged about this, and now she's getting dragged again. Right. And so I'm going to ask all the questions. And she did.
Yeah.
I'm going to not ask all the questions, but I am going to rebut him every point by point. And even if it means that he's now mad at me, she, it's like everyone, we walk this fine line with him. He was pissed off because we discussed something about which we, was taken out of context and is also something that we were concerned about because as he is facing this civil suit, it keeps getting amended and more things keep getting added and people are watching stuff. And this was something that was on the internet that we thought, was not a good look when you're accusing other people of things and wanting them forced to do an apology and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I
Yep.
used to be a big fan of Will and Turtleboy, but not anymore. I can't stand Will's oblivious, unresearched, virtue signaling, high horse BS. I'm going to frame this with regard to abusive baker man, bake him something as fast as you can with a dash of misogyny and cruelty to JM. Oh my God. This is an amazing statement. This is really well thought out. I thought, I knew that we were about to see the biggest ass kissing in the history of man when Turtleboy said that Will's content was the same as Melanie Little's, and Will was like, "What? No, it's not. Like, why would you even say that? No, it's not. Like, what? And that was a sign of desperation, a sign of not having everything fall apart. And you know what? I don't care that he said it, but at least Will recognize that it wasn't true. But then it was just another pile-on, and it was just all bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oops. I don't know what we're talking about here. I also, true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think that's why Jess said to Aidan to take your own advice. Well, if you heard Kim tonight, I think she just addressed everything from the point of view of somebody who knows them both, which we don't, and somebody who has had her own experiences in here and has faced criticism, has caused her anxiety, has so many different things have come out of this whole, they're unexpected consequences, unintended consequences that come out of this stuff. And in the end, I thought she looked like an amazing person, and she looked like somebody who knew the girl code. And she looked like, she didn't say anything bad about him. She just spoke her thoughts about, this is content made for women, enjoyed by women. It's, all the points, whatever he was questioning her about. I don't know what Staffy said.
She says, wow, I've never seen anything like it. I'm seething because I know she's not this monster they say she is.
Oh.
Just very sad to see.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm assuming they're talking about Jess.
Yeah. I don't know where Staffy's. Yeah. I've heard people say, as far as this whole whatever the hell it is going on between YouTube creators, where you're with somebody one day and the next day you were taking sides. Like, I thought we weren't supposed to do that. Like, I got that direction. But I mean, we haven't talked about Baker negatively at all. We have talked in support of Jess. And good night.
Good night, Amy.
So I don't know. It's
I've said this so many times. Like, Jess is not a perfect human. Nobody is perfect. She has negative character traits, just like we all do.
Mine was on full display tonight.
But what they are accusing her of, I know confidently, are not true.
Yeah.
I've heard the stories. I've heard both sides of the stories. I've seen the receipts. Yeah. I've listened to countless minutes of her streams specifically. Mm-hmm. And then I've sought out the other side.
There is such a thing called self-preservation here. Jess doesn't go after anyone until they start something with her. We all know that. And that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, to criticize or say that, I'll tell you my two biggest problems with the way things were phrased yesterday is, one, about her helping the the girl that was homeless, had a broken leg from abuse.
Yes.
Like she was doing that to get something out of it. That infuriated me. And because she was, go ahead.
Side note, that allegation, complaint, whatever you want to call it, has to do with a large amount of money. Just keep that in your head.
It also had to do with J7, like her saying that J7 and other people, you know, rose up immediately to go help. And J7 did blah, 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 because he put her in the position of having to explain J7, I guess, or defend her or whatever. Like she's crazy and why. Oh, I know it was like you still think she's a stand-up person or whatever the hell he was bringing back to. The crying was manipulation. I was shocked by that. But it was that she went, okay, Jess, you need to go cover my stuff. You need to do my stuff. You need to do it, do it, do it. Jess says, well, I do it. Oh, yeah, but you make money from that. You make money from that when you tweet from, you tweet out my trial. I mean, that was the most convoluted thinking I've ever seen in my life. And she was trying to say, well, isn't everybody that's doing the papers or whatever they're doing for you, aren't they making money from it too? I don't think anybody ever had thought about that in terms of I'm doing this to make money or not make money. But he put it into that thing we don't talk about, money. And it was a bad, bad thing. And I just couldn't believe where that went. The logic of it failed me. It really did.
Yeah.
Oh, that is such a good idea. Jolene, I have a show idea for you. Not really.
There you go.
I feel, yeah. Here
she is. I'm stuck here.
She's just
she won't let me go.
Okay. Listen, Jess, I don't know if you know this or not, but Jolene is going to rescue us. Okay. She's going to rescue us. And
she's rolling her eyes right now.
She doesn't. How do you know? She's probably laughing because Jeff can watch, good God, I can't remember anything tonight. Movies that you wouldn't think were funny. And I can't remember the name of it, you know. Oh my God, I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, Jess has a sense of humor, and not what she's doing about her, not funny. What she said about us, funny, you know, funny. Yes, Colleen has her own problems. I don't know. Is that the judge? Is that the judge? Is that the judge?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
There it is. Mic drop. Mic drop. I'm here for a mic drop. Okay. Anyway, we're here to just, you know, support all the people who are trying to do the right thing here, right? I mean, Jess, and my God, we got to pay her 20%. So please, let's do it right. Okay. Let's do it right. Blair hasn't done his dog walk for weeks. I don't even know what that means because if you remember, I didn't know he played a sound with super chats because I just don't watch him. Okay.
He used to do a morning show. I don't know if it was every morning, but it was for members only. And he would walk his dog and talk.
Yes, I remember now.
And I used to get like motion sickness because, yeah.
Does anybody really want to watch Will walk his dog? Well, I just want to know about what leash he uses. Because, you know, I know somebody needs a leash. I know somebody
needs a new one.
Yeah, he needs a leash. I've never seen so many people love to hate someone as with Jess. Yes, correct. You know, Turtleboy made his mark in the world and it remains powerful. And we've seen that people adjacent to him have had to take a lot of shit for it, in my opinion.
Yep.
In my opinion.
I mean, of all the things that you can hate someone for, of all the people in the world, that you can hate, and you choose Jess. She's a beautiful, successful woman who came here, immediately saw success. She freely uses her First Amendment. Yeah, she might get under your skin, but in my opinion, that's kind of good for our society. Like,
all right,
we need to be offending some people a little bit more.
I just want to say,
thank
oh
you,
my
Jess.
God. The queen is here.
Thank you.
Don't cry,
Thank you.
Moons. Don't cry. But she's gifted us with 5 Ocean Moons Lives membership. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes,
so
Aaron,
much.
that's a them problem, not a Jess problem. Exactly.
Yeah.
I see it all the time. Like when you have to name call, body shame, like those are just invalid arguments. They're just projection. Gross. It's gross.
Let's talk about some of the things. First of all, I just want to say Jess, as always, looked beautiful, but my God, she looked gorgeous tonight on that interview. And
She always does.
I know, but she just was stunning, exceptionally beautiful. I can make that compliment. Yeah. I feel better seeing Jess pop in. And of course they'll say, because I'm in a cult. Well, you are. Get your leash out. Because if Jess wants us to have be on a leash, we're going to get it out. You can buy it in her merch store. She has the leash available. So go support Jess by buying a leash. Everybody's making buck. That's right.
And seriously, we try and like move on and like do our own thing, you know.
Let's just talk about Jess feeling great, okay? Because I would like to, I'm sorry, but please. Jess feels great. The people are happy you're feeling great. Jess Machado knows how to come out on top. I mean, mic drop. People can't handle funny, outgoing, tell it like it is people. They feel it's a threat or jealousy. See, Moons, you get it now?
Yep. Yeah. I get it. They feel threatened. Yep.
Yeah.
Anybody that makes them feel smaller or lesser.
Pat Ford was right, March.
Ford was right.
So listen, Jess, I've given you a
it.
couple of merch ideas, but today I was Pat Ford for president, Montante for VP. And also I had already enrolled in his army before you said there wasn't a war. So something about war water, because I feel like you never know when you're going to need war water. You just don't know. She was sun-kissed and stunning. Yes.
Bullischetti. Let's talk about Will's filter.
No. Oh, do we have to?
Does he have a filter, or is it a new camera? Like, does he have like a super powered camera? I feel like
girls,
he got new equipment.
Put a one in the comments if you think it's a filter. Okay. And please put a 1 in the comments.
I mean, it could be the StreamYard filter thingy. What is it called?
Jess, do you like being on top?
The filter in StreamYard. Yep.
You know that she does. She does. Okay. She's on top everywhere. Ocean's face. I make that face on purpose. Yes. Well, apparently
he has a new microphone. Yeah.
I love this one. Pat Ford dog collar, please. I mean, my dog would have it on in a minute. Yes, Pat Ford merch. Unleashed Bunnies merch. I know Turtleboy isn't a cult either. We are free. Beautiful. I agree. Jess was beautiful. This show is on 1.5 and it's perfect. Thank you, Jolene. Moons, you're not going to thank Jolene? Come on.
I've been telling them that for a long time. 2x.
They don't want you to be left behind. Come on now. Come on. Where is?
Well,
Okay.
and so
This
here's
is a
another thing.
comment.
Like,
Yeah. Go ahead.
when people decide that they hate Jess, they immediately go to the other side and they start hanging out with the same people.
It's called a.
So like
echo
law
chamber.
girls, not attorneys. Like she's like in Lauren's chat. She's in Cyber Chick's chat. Like they're all hanging out together because of their common hate.
So I
That's
just want
what's
to say,
gross.
we are celebrating the moments here for Jess and how she has come out victorious. Okay. I wouldn't fly to see Turtle right now, but do a Sino meet and greet. Yep. Yep.
Jess, can we put the meetup number 2 on the calendar, please?
Listen,
That is going to be my exit chat, like Noodle Mama. She talks about the Sino every morning. I'm going to ask Jess every morning, can we put meetup number 2 on the calendar, please?
can you do it in the comment section and not here? All right. That's enough. Free roaming bunnies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In
No
the chat. In the
cage or
chat.
collars. Right. No more cage or collars. Hate bond. Oh yes, that's what they're doing. Hate bonding. Hate bonding.
Hate bonding. Yep.
Hate
So
bond.
my bestie is on Twitter. I love you, Nurse Kim, but why is this all about Aidan and not about Jessica Machado's behavior?
What? Which one of your besties? Hold on. You have so many.
My BFF. My bestie.
Valerie? I don't know.
You
have
said
a
it.
lot.
I didn't.
Okay. Well, okay. All right. I had to guess. I mean, a lot of people don't like you.
I've been ordered to keep her name out of my mouth.
Oh, I forgot. Okay. Well, Valerie is fighting the good fight for me.
You're on her good side.
Oh, no, I'm not. But she's like, oh, okay. If you insist, surely we will.
I don't. Yeah.
Hold on a second. Don't see. No. Oh, I see. Mindy is the shit stirrer in the. Okay, Mindy. Yeah. I'm here for you, Mindy.
Yeah, that's the one I just read. Yeah.
We need meet and greet because I couldn't make the last one because of snow in Maine. What's Maine? What's ME? Is that
Maine? I think. Yeah.
okay? Hate bonding. Yeah. I like to remind you people that they are dumb. There's a lot of dumbs I see.
True ignorance is what I see.
Mm-hmm. Hello, beautiful humans. Hi, Yummy.
Hi, Yummy.
Hi. Jeff Machado for the win.
I'm stuck here. She won't let me leave.
I was leaving on ha ha ha. So here we go. Ha ha ha. Let's go. Mic drop.
I'll be coming from Arkansas.
Oh,
I have a bestie in Alabama too. Alabama.
I'm trying to end on this.
Maybe Georgia.
Oh, Tracy. All right. I'm going to make an exception. Tracy. Yeah. If we thought, okay. In the chat, you tell her, okay? I don't want to say anything. And I think this is a really good point. People who like her are afraid of her because she will relentlessly go after people. Where's the one where I'm really smart? But here's a good one. Laughing my fucking ass off, Ocean. Maine. It is Maine. Okay, come on, Moons.
All right. I'll play an AI song because I don't have an outro. Thank you guys for being here.
Barbara,
It's always so fun.
we'll have
Even
to-
though, what did Jolene say? We're so serious.
Well, I'm telling you, Jolene, she drags me down. I tried to leave on a ha ha ha. I tried. I tried.
Thank you guys for being here. Karen, I see ya. Yes, go to the Harbor Lounge and sub. They're a good time.
Oh, this is my favorite. Exactly. All right. That can be our mic drop.
If
Night,
you don't
you
know,
guys.
you're not missing anything. So stay
The point
safe.
is leave with a damn question. Go.
Well, I'm going to play an AI song, so we're not really
Okay,
leaving. We're like playing
All
a
right.
video,
Please get. Is Jess still here? Because
and
Jess,
then we will leave.
Jess, this song was created for you the other night by the chat. Who's Valerie? I love it just for its statement in itself.
Yeah. Drop the leashes. Bring the bunnies out. Machado has the bunnies pulling up to the yard. It might look easy, but this shit's hard. We got the receipts, we're settling scores. You already know our chat is better than yours. Yeah. Our chat is better than yours. Yeah. We see the drama and we're ready to play. Drop the leashes, get out of the way. We can't be tamed, we're off the chain. Everybody knows who's running the game. Hold up, wait a minute, look at the proof. No lies here, we're all about the truth. Fighting for justice, keeping it real. We don't back down, we got balls of steel. Machado has the bunnies pulling up to the yard. It might look easy, but this shit's hard. We got the receipts, we're settling scores. You already know our chat is better than yours. Yeah. Our chat is better than yours. Screenshots ready, we don't miss a beat. Walking right through the fire and the heat. Haters gonna hate, let them stay mad. We got the strongest squad they ever had. Hold up, wait a minute, look at the proof. No lies here, we're all about the truth. Fighting for justice, keeping it real. We don't back down, we got bars of steel. Drop the leashes, let the bunnies run wild. We got the facts all stacked and compiled. We're all about the truth, yeah, we make it known. We can't be tamed, we're in the zone. Bunnies out. Our chat is better than yours. Haters gonna hate.
Can we play the other one too? Because there's a big call out for risky. Is that possible?
Yes.
Okay. There's two
Is
songs.
this it?
And you guys have been so good tonight. Thank you. Our chat is
That's
freaking
not
amazing.
it. It
Wait.
is. Oh, wait.
What? Is somebody having some technical difficulty? Oh, I live for this moment.
Yes.
I live for
Yes.
this moment.
Yeah, but watch how fast I can get it up there.
Okay. I'll bet you can get it up fast. Okay. All right.
Ocean and Moons on the mic. Drop the leashes. Let's go. Ocean. Let's go. The stream is going viral. The drama's in a spiral. We're watching the screen to see what it takes. We are the bunnies. We ain't no fakes. You're typing in caps, you're looking for fame. You're trying to play a ridiculous game, but we got the proof and we know your name. And yes, it's chat. You stay in your lane. It's risky to run the chat, to run the chat where the bunny's at. It's risky. How is it? It's risky. Risky. It's risky to drop the T, for all to see. It's risky. How is it? It's risky. The haters gonna hate, but we're holding the floor. The trolls get mad, but we're bringing show. We drop the leashes and go, go, go. You think you're tough behind the screen, the wildest stuff that we've ever seen. But our chat is better. We got balls of steel. We call out the lies and we keep it real. It's risky to run the chat, to run the chat where the bunny's at. It's risky. How is it? It's risky. 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 It's risky to drop the T for all to see. It's risky. How is it? It's risky. 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 Now listen up close to the rule of the map. When in her chat, don't give her no crap for the slightest thing, and she just might snap.
She's got bad bunnies, and they ain't going away. She's got bad bunnies, and they're here to stay.
To run the chat where the bunny's at. It's risky. How is it? It's risky. 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 It's risky to drop the T for all to see. It's risky. How is it? It's risky. 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 Our chat is better than yours. Stay in your lane.
That was so fun. When making that song with everybody, that was really a lot of fun.
I liked it.
If you guys have tried
I need to put
it,
them to videos.
if you guys have tried to make a song, let us know, and we'll love to play it.
Yeah. There's no copyright, so you can share it on social and tag us so we can listen. I would love that.
That would be great.
Or send it to us, like email it, and we can share it.
Yep, our
That'd be
email
cool.
is in the description. That was a lovely, fun night. Except, I have things I need to work on. So do you. All right, moving on.
Well, we have Saturday and Sunday to get some stuff done. So
That's right. We'll see you on Monday.
I'll send
Right.
you a link.
She's going to make me do homework.
Well, yeah, we say we'll see you Monday, but you never know.
You never know. Put your alerts on, and maybe they work because mine don't. Drop it.
Yes.
Drop the mic.
Click on the bell and click on all, please. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the support. I checked the Venmo. There's no Venmos. Thank you for all the super chats, the memberships, and your lovely comments. Good night.
This has been a great chat tonight. Very therapeutic. Come back Monday for more.
Yes. Good night. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.